Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a live edition of the Speak On It podcast. I'm your host, Big Mike. I am here. As you can see, I am not alone. We're running a three-man weave. Podcast Poppy in the building. Sand Viper Steven is in the building. We are here, excited. I'm excited. I think Steven will be excited for what's going to happen in a few minutes out of Lloyd.
Oh, I love this time of year. I love the draft. Love shitting on Dylan's picks. I think we lost Mike.
Oh, did you lose me? I'm back.
Yeah, you're back. You're back. He was saying that because University of Miami quarterback is going to go number 1 overall.
Yes.
You got
to who? To who?
The team that earned the number 1 pick for being the worst team in football.
Yep.
The Tennessee
worst
Titans.
team in football.
My Tennessee.
It's like you had to bring my night down.
My
Mike made the mistake of making a post in the group chat. He was like, "Oh, the only team to not make the playoffs while the Pope was alive and like serving was the Jets." And I was like, "Well, I'm sure glad the fucking Pope got to see the Titans have the worst pick of the draft."
It's fine. He saw us win in his lifetime.
And then he saw you fucking lose more games than everyone else. It's a shame he won't be here to see you guys make your selection with that pick you earned for being the worst.
We also found out that the Detroit Pistons hate him. And
yes, they do. The Detroit Pistons had like 189 playoff wins before he got into the Popehood. And then once he passed, and they had 0 once he took over. And then the second he died, very next day,
literally hours later, win. Win. So we are here. We are here.
I'm him, the Pope.
I mean, you can be, hey, it's up to you. You can knock it out. We are here. We're going to react to this. All of our teams. Steven, when are the Cowboys picking? What number?
12?
It's like 12 or 11 or 12.
Out. Once we get past 12, there ain't nothing really going on for us here in the chat. But
nah, there's always something.
All the teams. This is homework.
Football's back.
This is homework. This is where I figure out stuff, and then you got to figure out the rest of who's available for free agency still after this.
Mm-hmm.
Big names.
We're gonna figure out like what Pittsburgh's doing, like big picture after
what
today.
Pittsburgh why is Shedeur dropping? Makes no sense.
I think they're doing it on purpose. I think Shedeur is tanking his draft stock so he doesn't go to a shitty situation. Because if you're going the top fucking 10, you're going to a bad situation.
What's the division doing? What's the other teams doing? You got to make predictions.
I'm convinced Shedeur wants to be in Pittsburgh. I'm convinced Shedeur wants to be in Pittsburgh.
I wouldn't want to go to Pittsburgh.
AFC North is
Well, if you go to Pittsburgh, if you think about how we think about it, Pittsburgh right now is kind of in a weird spot where they're not really going to be competing. They're going to be fighting. They're going to probably have a winning record, but they're not a really good team. But they're a stable organization.
It's also a fucking division dominated by quarterbacks, and if you're the 4th best quarterback in that division, you're probably not gonna make the playoffs.
Why is Roger Goodell on a bike?
Why is Roger Goodell on a bike? I was about to say.
Fall.
Why is everybody on the bike?
Is that Tony Hinchcliffe on there with him? Oh, who are all these people?
Please.
I see Packer, Lil Wayne. I see
Bart Scott. No, that's James Jones.
I see what's his name?
What?
James Jones.
James
Jones.
Lil Wayne.
Wheezy. This is a gimme. You're like, he didn't perform at the Super Bowl, but here's draft day.
That's what's happening right now.
Clay Matthews.
Yeah. Clay Matthews is on the bike.
Just a bunch of Packers. Is that Randall Cobb?
Packers legend.
No, that's not Randall Cobb.
But where's Aaron? Where's
Listen, Nobody fucks with AA Ron right now.
Where is AA-Ron?
Nobody's fucking with AA Ron right now. AA Ron's out there on Indeed trying to find a job.
Is that Rich Boy? Just bought a Cadillac.
Put some D's on it. Oh, go boy. I hope the Steelers take Shedeur, and then Tomlin's like, yeah, Aaron, we're good. We're not here for all this. And then Aaron's like, fine, I'll just retire.
So
the first 5, well, the first 10, I think, is.
No, I'm talking about late. I want to see.
Late.
Right now.
Well, Pittsburgh is 21.
Before
they're talking about
Pittsburgh's 21.
They're saying the Giants are going to try to trade back in to get Jackson Dart.
See, that's.
He stinks.
I don't know. Jackson Dart. The only thing Jackson Dart did good was throw a deep ball. He could throw a deep ball. He throws.
Yeah, he's got a strong arm, but he's not deep accurate.
He throws a beautiful deep ball, but other than that, it's nothing. He can't do that.
I've seen him a million times throw a deep ball into triple coverage. Like he's got a great arm, but he's not a first round talent.
Seattle's
going to try to grab offensive linemen because they have probably the worst offensive line outside of last year's Bears possible.
And the Colts.
They're talking about the Colts trying to trade up to get Tyler Warren.
The Colts can also draft a quarterback because they're not set on.
I don't think they're drafting a quarterback. I don't think they're going quarterback.
The Saints
could also go quarterback, but Raiders, I have no idea.
Go quarterback.
If the Saints go quarterback, I'm pissed if I'm Shedeur because why am I going there? Jets aren't going quarterback.
Well, they could. I'm just saying.
They could, but if Shedeur falls to the second round, if I'm Darren Muji and fucking Aaron Glenn, I am calling Tennessee to trade up for that first pick of the second round immediately.
Because they're just like draft a quarterback.
They're not going to draft a quarterback. They just paid Sam for fucking 4 years.
They could, yeah. And guess what? Guess what? He can learn behind Sam for 2 years, and then you get rid of him because he's only got 2 years guaranteed.
Yeah, but I don't see that happening.
I'm just saying, teams that need quarterbacks, they can do that. There's, I don't know what else. When you look at it, obviously, Cowboys need everything. So it's not just.
Who do you think the Cowboys are drafting?
If it depends who falls. Like if Mason Graham falls, number 12.
Oh, he's not making it out of the top 10.
If he falls, we could say that, but it still has to happen. Yeah. Mason Graham, ideal Mason Graham. They need people for the middle. The middle of that defense, from D tackle to linebacker, has been terrible.
Titans are on the clock, Mike.
We're on the clock. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Because I'm pretty sure Ted McMillan's following you guys.
If he falls, that's fine. But but lineman, guard, lineman, offensive, defensive lineman, middle linebackers. Because this isn't a wide receiver. Well,
there's like 5 wide receivers that are worth a damn.
Emeka Egbuka last year was, if he would have came out last year, would have been a freaking top wide receiver in the draft. His draft stock fell this year.
Even still, I would take him. If he was there at 12 and Ted McMillan is there.
Because we only know who Tennessee's picking. We know.
I can tell you who Cleveland's picking.
Cleveland's very confident.
I'm convinced I know the first 4.
Very confident.
It's Cam Ward, it's Travis Hunter, it's Abdul Carter, it's Will Campbell. 5 is where the draft gets interesting.
Because now, and the Browns and Giants are been trying to trade back.
They stopped. Once they realized, because the Bears were trying to trade to get Abdul Carter, they stopped at about like 3:00 today. Once they realized the Bears weren't going to be interested in adding more draft capital. They've moved on.
if any teams want to make a move, they got 10 minutes to move.
They moved on to trying to move up with Jacksonville to try to get Genty.
Shefty is reporting that the Giants offered multiple picks, including a first rounder next year, and Tennessee said, "Get off my line."
Yeah. Tennessee was just trying to
get off my line.
Tennessee was trying to see what offer they can get out of anybody to see like how crazy they can do it. Because if you don't take quarterback this year, next year is a fucking great quarterback draft.
Yep.
So it's like, okay, you could afford to do that.
You don't want to sell the farm? Get off my line.
Yeah, you got to sell the farm. If you want a quarterback real bad,
number one,
I need 3 number ones, 3 number twos.
I need 3. I need at least 5 picks.
Yeah, 3 number ones.
I need at least 5 picks.
3 number twos and a 4.
Do with that with what you want, but I need 5 picks. And 2 of them better be first round.
Or you give me 3 number ones and Malik Neighbors.
I'd have took that in I took it in a heartbeat. I took it in a heartbeat. 3 number ones and Malik. Y'all can have it.
The same thing.
The Bears. The only thing I expect out of the Giants is in this weekend.
All those 1 picks.
This weekend, Thibodeau's gone.
Yeah, you've also been saying that for a little bit now.
If you take Abdul Carter, there's no reason to have Kayvon Thibodeau.
Why can't you just have an unbelievable defense like the Eagles do?
Because Thibodeau hasn't been good.
He
hasn't been good.
He hasn't been bad.
Yes, he has.
I would just no, he has not.
But for a top 5 pick, he has been bad.
The thing about it is, everybody has to get the problem. No, Mike. The problem is they've invested like how many? They got Brian Burns. They paid his ass.
Not Jeffrey Simmons. Dexter Lawrence.
Well, just for pass rushing, they drafted Thibodeau. How many years is Thibodeau on now?
This is year 4.
This is 4, right? Yeah.
So they have to decide if they want to do his option or let him walk or decide to pay him or not.
There's no way you let him walk. There's no
No, but you trade him.
But Thibodeau hasn't done anything. That's the thing.
He plays one side. This is my Bryce Huff problem, right, Mike? Kayvon Thibodeau has proven that he's really not an every down edge rusher. He's solid, but he's a really good third down edge rusher, though. But he also doesn't play the run.
So again, this is going to be my when it comes to him. This is my Clay Holmes argument. Okay, I'm not going to disagree with you that he's not the best, but what are you doing to replace him?
Abdul Carter.
Yeah, if you pick Abdul Carter, he's not coming back on the team. That's the message. That is a message. Because what happened? When the 49ers drafted that receiver, Ricky Pearsall last year in the first round, we knew one of those receivers were gone.
Yeah.
But we knew that was coming for 2 years, though.
Yeah.
We knew that was coming.
But yeah, but your time comes, right? And I think this is Kayvon Thibodeau's time because he's done a lot of talking since he's been in New York. And he has been maybe in just New York between the Jets and Giants, maybe the 4th best defensive end in the city.
You got off the board.
Because you have what? Jermaine Johnson before he got hurt was awesome. He was better than Kayvon Thibodeau. Bryce Huff before he was gone was a double-digit sack guy, better than Kayvon Thibodeau. Will McDonald last year, off of his 1 year as like a full-time edge rusher, was better than Kayvon Thibodeau.
Well, Thibodeau has to produce double digits this year, otherwise he's also
if he doesn't get traded. This could be one of those situations where it's O.C. Umenyiora, Justin Tuck, and what's his face? Michael Strahan.
And what happened, Dylan? And what happened, Dylan? They won a Super Bowl.
Well, they were also decent on the other side.
The Giants also need a lot.
The Giants need a lot.
The Giants' defense is also atrocious. The Giants' defense is not third best.
Linebackers are terrible.
Worst record in the league. Bad. The Giants have a mid defense. Like they are a middle of the pack defense.
They should be better. The problem is their secondary is fucking horrendous.
Their secondary is,
and as much as you try to shit on
and the offensive line.
Homeboy that they just signed is not awful.
No, he's not good though. He is not like a good corner.
So that means he's a bad corner.
He is not better than
that
what
he's
they
a bad corner. He is not a bad corner.
He's about just as good as what they
talking
had.
about Banks?
No, we're talking about Paulson Adebo.
Adebo?
Paulson Adebo is about as good as what they had.
When I see Adebo on the field, it's about put some adobo on something because he's getting cooked.
He can't be the number one. I will give you that. He can't be
I don't think he can be number two.
No, him at 2 is solid.
Oh, hold up.
Here we go. Did you notice I'm wearing baby blue? Did you keep it?
You guy off the
Cameron
board.
Ward, University of Miami. Congratulations, Mike. You got your guy. Congratulations, Michael.
It happened.
Round of applause. Round of applause for Michael.
Bang, bang.
Round of applause. The Titans didn't fuck it up.
Don DeMarco.
Bang.
We back. We back, baby. We back.
You might be back. You might be back in the higher top 10 next year, but
the Jaguars just traded up for the second pick.
What I tell you,
Sunshine's out of here. Sunshine is out of here.
They're not taking a quarterback.
Sunshine's out of here, Dylan.
Trevor Lawrence. They're not getting rid of Trevor Lawrence. They're taking Travis Hunter, dude.
Do you hear all this that they gave up for this?
They're getting Travis Hunter. Jaguars been trying to trade all day.
There's no way you trade all of that for Travis Hunter. There's no way.
You pair Travis Hunter with Brian Thomas Jr.
And what?
Travis Hunter. They're targeting Travis Hunter.
So it's Travis Hunter.
Bad for Dylan.
Let me tell you what the Browns just got.
Travis Hunter.
Let me tell you what the Browns just got. The Browns received the 5th overall pick, the 36th overall pick in the second round, the 126th, so 4th, and next year's first.
Police.
Yeah, they're going to pick Travis Hunter. Brian Thomas Jr. is the number 1 receiver. Travis Hunter can play 2, and then he can play defense.
They're saying that they were talking about how Travis Hunter was going to moonlight as a safety. Not going to put him at corner full time because that is incredibly difficult to do, but let him play as free safety, allow him to ball hawk. Keeps him out of the run game, but allows him to play in the pass.
Interceptions at safety.
I think that's incredibly smart. If that's how you're going to do it, you get to feed the ego of saying, hey, he's a two-way NFL player.
Because you got Brian Thomas Jr.
What a fucking move.
And the way Brian Thomas Jr. played last year, you got a dog at wide receiver.
All right, Mike, let me go back to one of my sources.
Please.
Earlier today, where's he at?
Jaguars been trying to trade all day long.
All day. An hour ago, Jags and Pats are trying to get Travis Hunter. 5 hours ago, whatever the Jags will be doing is mostly a surprise. So what do we do now? Sources are close to Genty saying that Jags aren't planning on taking him because they're trying to move up.
Because they already have 2 running backs. They don't need a third.
Well, there was rumors floating around to puff smoke to see if the Raiders would bite or if anybody else would bite to try to trade up. That is why the Bears have been linked all day to the Jaguars at 5.
Because the Jags would take a running back if they trade ATM. Because they got Bigsby ball last year too. So Bigsby and ATM, they got a 1-2 running back combo. Brian Thomas Jr., Travis Hunter.
That's a good combo. That's a good combo if they're able to make it work.
You trade up.
What a move by the new GM, man.
The best player in the draft, you got to take him.
What a move by this young GM.
The best player in the draft is going to the Giants.
Abdul Carter? You could say that for both. Travis Hunter, Abdul Carter. I think Abdul Carter's a can't miss. I think Mason Graham is a can't miss.
He's going to be good. He's going to
If the Jets took Mason Graham, I would be to the moon.
Mason Graham
he's going to be good.
The only person I'd be mad if the Jets took today, outside of like Jalen Milroe, which isn't happening, would be Tyler Warren. Like that would be the only.
Why did he take the invitation?
Like I can't take a tight end when I have too many other issues, right? But
he's going to be good.
Tyler Warren is going to be very good.
He's going to be good. Tell me, you can see it a mile away. He's going to be good.
Because
he's going to be very good, but he doesn't. You can't take a tight end when you have too many holes everywhere else. I just can't.
Jags really didn't get fleeced. That's nothing. They only gave away next year's one.
Yeah, that's not terrible. But again, the value of that pick goes down if you're not taking a quarterback.
Yeah. If
you're taking a quarterback, you ask for the farm. So shout out to the Jags. You go if you got a guy and you want your guy, go get your fucking guy. And Steven, you did it wrong. It's Duval.
Well, I was going to get to that next. You didn't let me do the punchline. Or I said like the head coach was Duval.
Shout out to Trev. That dork is going to get fired, by the way.
The bad franchises do bad things.
See, guess what? Because the Cons got rid of what's his face finally, and the new GM's like already doing better.
Remember last year? This was when Tony Khan ate that fucking the tombstone, and he was in his fucking neck brace.
And he was in a neck brace on.
Kayfabe's still alive, Mike.
Oh, I remember seeing that, and I was look at him.
Last year, Mike Hunter, Stephen Hunter, and I were just in our Discord watching it together. We were like, "This is great." So listen, you got a guy, you go get your guy.
Now they need to go change some jerseys because they went from having jerseys that stood out to the most bland. They let Tom Coughlin come in there and strip their identity.
No, those one jerseys were terrible. They should just go.
You didn't like the two-tone?
Nah, that one where that was ugly.
Who's this?
Go back to like the Bucks did. Go back to
Julius Thomas.
I'm gonna say, who is this large human walking out here?
I'm honored to take a moment to recognize a player who's made a profound impact on and off the field. The Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year Award, presented by Nationwide, recognizes one player.
Oh, he's a current player. I feel bad now. Looks like Julian. He looks like Julian Thomas.
Both on and off the field.
And he's the Man of the Year.
Tonight, we are proudly joined by the 2024 Walter Payton NFL
Eric
Man of the Year.
Shout out to Eric Armstead, Man of the Year. My bad for disrespecting. Think you were.
Well, he's on the Jags, so
former fucking Broncos and Jaguars tight end.
First off,
Armstead.
I thought he was Julia Thomas.
Oh.
I want to say thank you to the commissioner. Thank you to the Payton family and the NFL Nationwide. And also to
I hate that his name is spelled that way.
Eric.
I hate that his name is spelled that way.
Use your platform to make your community, the league, and this world a better place. Have you remembered
that is
Payton,
so many people. So many people out there.
I would love one day to go to these.
I think my coworker is out there. Big Eagles fans.
Go Birds.
The Cleveland Browns have traded the second pick to the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Travis Hunter.
Don't stumble on your words, Eric.
Travis Hunter.
Travis Hunter.
He just said Travis Hunter. He didn't say wide receiver or cornerback. Travis Hunter said that the commissioner going to say cornerback or wide receiver. Bam!
So apparently the production team made 3 cards for Travis Hunter. One that said wide receiver, one that said corner, and one that said both.
Oh, he just said Travis Hunter. He didn't say nothing.
No, he said wide receiver.
Oh, I said.
I heard him say wide receiver.
So far, it may not have been the Browns, but I'm still correct in the picks 1, 2, and 3.
I told you that's who they're trading for. Like, why would they trade?
And he get to stay home.
He's from Jacksonville?
He's from Florida. He's a Florida boy.
Florida boy, okay.
Yeah.
Your bum ass Gators couldn't pick him up? Tragic.
Remember, he committed to Florida State before.
Yeah, he committed to Florida State.
He committed.
And then he left for Deion.
Even better.
I mean, he said, "Fuck going to a premium school. I'm going to Jackson State." You know how we fucked up here? We should have did the Mel Kiper tradition here and ate a bunch of pumpkin pie.
I have a brownie pie.
I'm about to have some Five Guys.
Some poontang pie.
Can't do that on air.
We're not mad at The Rock. We're mad at The Rock right now.
That pie picture is literally a brownie on pie crust.
We are mad at Dwayne Johnson right now. We're not happy with Dwayne Johnson right now.
Should we be mad at Dwayne or should we be mad at Paul?
Both. Everybody. Ari Emanuel, Dwayne, and Paul for trying to just squeeze Dwayne into Elimination Chamber to boost sales to start a fucking program that he had no intention of finishing.
Because if he never comes
in a weird spot.
Yeah, because if he never comes out Elimination Chamber and Cena does that just to do Cody comes out for some random reason and John kicks him in the nuts and beats him up with Travis Scott for some random reason. Even
Travis Scott one doesn't need to fucking be there.
No, but it would have made this so much better.
Yes. But here we are. All I kept asking was, well, Cena sold his soul. The Rock got him to do it. What's the motivation behind it? What did The Rock say to him that made him to switch? Instead, they completely ignored The Rock for 6 weeks?
8 weeks. Cena still hasn't mentioned it.
Rock's supposed to be on SmackDown tomorrow.
Yeah, if he is, must see TV.
They announced it.
Oh, then that's new.
They announced it today.
Right. And Cody is also announced for SmackDown.
Must see TV.
So now they've been able to successfully pivot Cody away from Cena. If that's the case.
Yeah, because they're going to beat Cody up. Because Cody's going to take some time. We're going to see.
He deserves it, man. He deserves it. Since he's been back from his torn pec, he's been everywhere.
He has not stopped.
The pick is in for the G-Men. Oh, the Jaguars haven't talked to Travis since the combine.
Well, makes sense.
If the Giants go Genty,
fire everyone. Fire.
If they take Genty,
that GM fire him.
Crosby is fucking stupid.
Boise State running backs.
Fire. No, I think Genty's going to be good though.
Genty's going to be fine. I don't like him in certain situations. He's got a lot of wear on him already.
Walker was balling. The running back name last year, Tracy. Oh no, it was Tracy. Tracy, the running back they had last year.
He's okay.
Yeah, he was good.
That's what I like. The Giant, this.
There's too many other issues. If you go and you get Ashton Genty here, just fire everyone. You ignore everything.
This is it. Your job. If you make a bad pick here, you're fired.
You could take a lineman here. You could take.
They don't
take Will Carter.
They don't have the runway. They don't have. No, they don't have the runway to take a safe lineman pick. They don't have runway for that. They need.
Well, I think they do. If they took Will Campbell here, that you're fine. It's not sexy, but it's safe.
They don't have time for that.
I mean, if you give Russ time, you have time. Russ will win you if he gives time. He'll get you 6 to 7 with this roster, and then you could still add more. Oh, Steven's gone. Goodbye.
You don't want to see those stinking Giants.
You said this fucking dumbass team. All right.
Here we go. Here we go, Dale.
Abdul Carter. So far, Dylan is batting 1,000. Just call what my batting average is right now. I'm hitting. The sources have yet to miss. And then this next pick for the Patriots should be Will Campbell. Unless they decide to do something else, but everything is pointing towards Will Campbell because unlike what Anthony says, you got to protect your fucking quarterback. Oh, Mike, I saw you. I saw you walking away. Shout out to Abdul Carter. Another Penn State defensive end gets to the NFC East. Oh, no. Did my mouse die? Steven, my mouse died. Give me a second. No. There it is. All right. My fucking mouse died, so we're not doing a lot of moving around. And Janice used all my AA batteries, so we're in a tough spot. I might bully Jaden and give me his batteries.
The Patriots pick.
Will Campbell. And then 5 gets interesting. I can see the Browns trading out again, to be honest. Like, that wouldn't surprise me at all.
Or they take a quarterback.
That would surprise me if they took a quarterback. Because I think they still want in on Kirk Cousins. I'm also playing my fucking NCAA game, Steven, and this shit's like bugging out. I'm like not seeing any play art, and I'm home. I'm the home team.
Yeah, I saw you the home team. You lost to SMU.
Yo, what a game! What a game that was. They beat the fucking. They didn't beat the dog shit on me. Went to overtime. My quarterback fumbled. My quarterback fumbled on a run where I got like shoelaced in overtime.
Thibodeau, spin over the hourglass clock right now. The sand glass, sand in the hourglass, because he is not going to be on the team next year.
As my favorite Puerto Rican wrestler in the WWE would say, TikTok.
TikTok.
He doesn't say that anymore.
Listen, still carrying cross. My guy.
He'll be future endeavored soon.
I don't think so. I think they knew every bit of that, especially because it was on a WWE podcast. There's no way he didn't get the okay to just do whatever the fuck he wanted on that. Because then he showed up on Monday doing his thing. He's about to be in the AJ Styles feud. And it'll be great for him because he'll probably win that because he deserves it. He's been awesome.
Just letting AJ put everybody open now.
Listen, it is what it is.
That's his job. What's he gonna do? He's got to make people.
Yeah, it's not like he needs to have a title anymore.
AJ doesn't need anything.
AJ's a first ballot Hall of Famer. He carried that whole like SmackDown Live era.
Yes, he did.
AJ's a made man. AJ just
do no wrong.
You need him for the younger talent.
I'm surprised they haven't literally sent him to TNA to put over Joe Hendry.
Might still be coming.
I think it's coming. I would love to see that. Like AJ Styles one more time in TNA. It would do wonders for everybody. Patriots pick is in.
Send him over. They should have sent him over there for Slammiversary.
It would have been crazy. We're gonna come back from commercial break here, and the Pats will have made their pick.
And Dylan is convinced it's Will.
I'm convinced it's Will Campbell.
Campbell. I said Howard. Campbell.
Well, they're
once we get to this 5 pick,
both the guys that they wanted are gone. So that now they have to do what's best for the team, or do they the pick is in, so they didn't trade out. So
what's best for the team would be Will Campbell. If you do anything but Will Campbell, you probably go Ted McMillan.
And Drake May needs protection.
He needs Will Campbell.
Otherwise, he's gonna have a short career. Because of a career-ending injury. There's those 2 Jets games he played, he was getting killed. The Jets were welcoming his ass to the NFL. He was getting murdered.
The Jets were doing him dirty. He was doing some Arn Anderson spine busters to him for no reason.
2 Jets games he played against.
I forgot. I think it was Will Campbell who literally picked him up and slammed him into the earth's crust. Had him look like Yamcha after the fucking Cybermen.
All our real anime fans look at that.
He did not. That was a horrible time for him. So, like, you could, like, despite what Anthony says, like, the wide receiver room got significantly better, right? Stephon Diggs, whether he's fucking awesome or not, is better than anybody who was on that roster last year. Homeboy from the Bills, Mac Hollins, is a good upgrade. Like, despite what Anthony will tell you about that Buffalo Bills team, they had talent, and Mac Hollins is
a lot of talent.
He's a solid wide receiver. And then you make Jalen Polk your fucking third. I think he's a really good third.
Jalen Polk?
Yeah.
Jalen Polk's going to be...
Depending on what
he's going to be future endeavored, or he's going to be fucking third.
He's going to be... He's going to be the new special teams guy for New England.
And there's still time for them to draft another
guy. What's that guy's name? Special teams legend.
Oh, Steve Slayton?
Not Steve Slayton for the Patriots.
Yeah.
Name wasn't Steve Slayton.
Not Steve Slayton.
Steve Slayton was a running back for fucking West Virginia.
What the fuck is his name? Patriots. Let me go to Google. Steve Slayton, damn. Patriots.
That's what you said it. Steve Slayton.
Steve Slayton.
Steve Slater.
Matthew Slater.
Matthew Slater.
Matthew Slater. There.
I was close.
No, he was close. Steve Slayton.
Slayton Slater.
Steve Slayton.
Listen, being a ball knower.
Fucking Pat McAfee's teammate. West Virginia.
Can't remember everybody. I remember hundreds of people's names for a show. Damn it. Damn it.
Yeah, Matthew Slater. That's what Jalen Polk.
So far,
baby blue, baby.
I have not been wrong. So let's see if this is Will Campbell. It's Will Campbell. Then it's like, Dylan, your sources are great. Keep it up.
This Browns is going to be interesting.
The Browns one is where it's like shit hits the fan. 5 is where it's been like, okay, I have no idea what's happening.
Wide receiver, defense, offense.
But I also have this feeling the Browns are going to trade out. I feel like Cleveland will listen to what Chicago's going to offer, and they're just going to keep racking up to get whoever they want.
With the 4th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the New England Patriots select Will Campbell.
Batting 1,000. Batting 1,000.
Not if you count Steve Slayton.
Listen. Did Steve Slayton get drafted today? I think not. Shout out to me. Shout out to your boy.
Yes.
Remember when they were saying that his arms were too long, and then they measured him at his fucking pro day, and they're like, "Wait, your arms
Hold up.
You want long arms on a fucking tackle?
Yeah, they were like, "Oh, he got short arms," and they measured him like, "Wait, never mind."
Oh, yeah, short arms.
They're trying to say he has short arms.
Short arms.
Like, wait, no. Guard. They're like, no, never mind. Your arms are fine. You're exactly where we want them to be, because his draft stock would have tanked.
Yeah, Cleveland and Vegas. Here we go.
Now Cleveland could go Genty,
and Mike Vrabel knows his lineman. So
yeah, Will Campbell's a blue chipper. Will Campbell is he. It's not sexy, but it is perfect.
No, you could. It doesn't need to be sexy.
If I'm the Patriots, I think this is sexy.
No, this is perfect. You need a lot. It doesn't.
Yeah.
And this is where you start at. You start
like Bugattis at wide receivers are great, but like at the end of the day, you need to make sure your quarterback can stand up straight. Joe Burrow has been in the league for how many years now? What, 6? He has been healthy for half of his career. At some point, you got to go and protect your investment. And that's exactly what the Patriots needed to do, and it's what they did. Jaden! I'm about to bully him into giving me his mouse. Siri, call the boy.
Call the boy.
What's up, friend? Do you have your Xbox controller over there? Can you bring it to me? Thanks, bye. Camila will walk up to me and she goes, Daddy, I have brought you the boy.
Pick is in for the Browns. Here we go.
All right.
That was pretty quick. Good for them.
Listen, they know what they want.
They knew what they was doing. By the way, we are starting the third quarter in Detroit, and those Knicks are up 13.
Yes, they are.
But this third quarter will be very physical. So, and you know, I don't like the Detroit fans booing Brunson every time he touches the ball. Like, Jalen Brunson hasn't done anything to anybody
besides foul bait, which he has done a lot this series.
They're fouling.
He's also jumping backwards into people. So there's that. It's a little everything.
They are fouling.
They are, but he's also baiting them into fouling. Both can be true.
Man up and play some defense.
Both can be true.
With your feet.
Well, you're just the second ever LSU.
Oh my God. Let's announce the pick. What takes so long?
Emotional here. How meaningful is it for you to represent this program, the state of Louisiana?
I hate to break it to Roz.
So much of me and my family.
Roz sitting there, oh, Jets don't draft defense. Don't draft defense. If Membu is gone, it's probably going to be Jalen Walker, who I really like, or Banks from Texas, who I also really like.
Banks can play.
Banks is a baller.
He's a dog.
Banks' boss is not. He's
a dog. That's
you got to replace DJ Reed.
That's not a. Let me tell you, that's not a bad. That's not a bad pick.
It's not. But again, if Mason Graham is there too,
Cleveland can go receiver here too.
Cleveland needs a receiver.
They need a receiver.
Tonight is not just about the analysis, but it's about the opportunity for these young men. By the way, the older football fans in our audience will appreciate this. Now the Patriots have drafted a top 10 offensive lineman only once. It was John Hannah, who was 4th overall in 1973, and they very well did it.
That gentleman is hanging on to his job by a thread.
Yep.
Well, he was coach of the year 2 years ago.
And that coach of the year kept him from getting fired.
Oh, well then.
Well, he keeps getting an injured quarterback.
The Browns just made a great pick.
Let's see.
That's a great pick.
Boy. Oh, Myles Garrett.
What a running mate for Myles Garrett. That's a dog. Dog.
And having Myles over there is going to let him grow and let him grow fast. Because let me tell you,
he's going to get one-on-one so early.
I would say he's going to feast on them number 2 and number 3 linemen, offensive line. He's going to kill them guards. He's going to kill them. Who are you? Get out of it. Get out of here.
Dog.
Just put them in the
That's
same
another
side.
blue chipper. All the blue
Oh,
chippers
you
are
put him on
starting to
the
go.
same.
You
Imagine putting him on the same side as Miles on third
Garrett.
down.
Just put them on the same side.
Now the Raiders have a chance to really fuck my day up by
Or
taking Membu.
if they do something stupid, they'll make your night. Because I know.
Well, they can either pick a quarterback.
They're gonna, if they don't take Genti, they're taking Membu.
They pick a running back, or they pick a wide receiver, or well, the
They're not
Raiders
taking
need
the wide
everything.
receiver.
The Raiders, they need everything. Pick a kicker, pick a corner, a linebacker.
They already did kicker in the first round. I don't think they'll make that mistake again.
They need everything. They got Geno, but Geno gonna be running for his life.
Oh, now, no matter what the Raiders do here, Anthony's going to say it's an awesome pick.
Who's the fastest wide receiver in this draft? That ran the combine. That's usually where the Raiders go.
Yeah, they don't do that anymore. They just take positions that are like not super high valued early. So I have no idea. I wouldn't. The positions they would
the
take.
Fastest person in the draft,
me.
the Raiders are taking. If it's a
Like,
corner, if it's a wide receiver, he's the fastest.
If the Raiders decided to take like Malachi Starks here, I'd be like, that's a very on-brand pick. Very good, but positional value, horrendous.
Do we think Dylan's mortal enemy, Tom Brady, is in the war room with them, helping them with this?
Yes, he's running their draft. I absolutely believe he's running his draft. Him and Spy Tech. So, of course, Raiders? Not yet. They're on the clock now. Talking outside. So, yeah, they got Spy Tech. They're going to be, when Tom Brady loves cheating in cameras. So, hiring a guy named Spy Tech, on brand.
On brand.
On brand.
Brady, where are you at?
Tomorrow, April 25th.
On the left side?
Since the historic 1950 NBA draft. And the first 5 players in the NBA. Players like Charles.
Oh, the Raiders did it. Twitter sometimes is a blessing and a curse because I get the shit before I see it on TV.
You better get it out your system now.
Will Levis' generational run of memes is over, Mike.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Look at all of Dylan, all of Anthony's fan base. Just
all those criminals.
You know.
Think that taking a running back is a bit of a luxury for hitting with as many leads as this team has. We're going to find out right now. The TV commission ranking is right. Towards the microphone, here come the Raiders at 6.
Oh, running back.
In the 2025 NFL draft, the Las Vegas Raiders select.
That boy's wearing Crocs at the NFL draft.
Oh, yeah.
They're gonna love that. Oh yeah, we got Geno Smith, got Ashton Gentry.
No, he hates Geno Smith. He does not like the Geno Smith trade.
Well, you had a chance to pick a quarterback here, and you didn't. So
And he did it. I have no idea why Anthony was so opposed to taking a quarterback. Because he fucking loves him some fucking Aiden O'Connell for whatever reason.
Officer Farva ain't doing shit for him. I don't know why he fucking cares about Officer Farva.
Stinks. I don't get it, but whatever. It is what it is.
Officer Farva fucking sucks.
There's Anthony. There's only.
Yeah, but who's gonna open the holes for that motherfucker?
Exactly. That's why it's like protect Geno. Your offensive line's not very good. Position as far as positional value goes, the Raiders love just taking the cherries on top when they don't have a fucking Sunday yet.
They put the finishing garnish on, but there's no. But the plate.
Imagine having a plate of just garnish.
Plate of parsley.
I go to a restaurant, I spend a ton of money, and all I got is garnish. All right, New York. Moody,
here we go.
Fucking AG.
We go.
All right.
Who's the next greatest player in history?
Oh, don't do that.
Here we go.
I'm ready for Dylan. One of Dylan's famous is.
No. I know who the Jets picked. So
I'm
not upset.
Why is Detroit down by 4?
Because you stink.
Because it's basketball.
They went on a run and they've been elbowing dudes in the fucking paint.
How many minutes do starters play for the Knicks? 40 minutes already?
Almost.
They reached 40 minutes in the third quarter. Thibodeau running them into the ground is what he does best.
Comparing Ashton Jeanty to Emmitt Smith is so disingenuous. So disingenuous. Now Anthony's gonna be like, he's Emmitt Smith. He's Emmitt Smith.
Anthony didn't say that.
No. He's going to, because I just saw the draft comparison said he was Emmitt Smith.
Yeah, the schools he went against.
Again, like when he played NFL talent, he struggled. He went to Penn State and he had a very rough time.
Yeah,
listen, what the fuck is his name? This dude just said, I don't think this is a wild comparison at all. That's why you're not an NFL GM, my guy. That's why you interview and they never give you the fucking job. All right. Well, it's good. I like that I know who the Jets picked because Twitter sometimes fuck with me. And
won't let it go.
We're good. We did exactly what Dylan wants.
Did y'all do what Roz wants? Because if not, the argument
is he's going to not be happy. It's he wants Ted McMillan, and that's not happening.
All right, congratulations. The highest selection ever for a Boise State tournament.
Look at the celebration. Lone Star High School, Texas. Congratulations, young players. A first pick in the NFL draft.
Jets are on the clock. So we put the light on.
We put the light on.
And then guess what? It'll go right the fuck off when the pick is done. Because this shit hurts my eyes.
Like Krispy Kreme.
The hot and ready sign.
The lights on at Krispy Kreme.
I'm gonna JETS so fucking loud.
Ridiculous.
So motherfucking loud. So hell yeah. Bro, everywhere on Twitter is already breaking the fucking jet pick before it happened on fucking live TV.
And here you are on Twitter getting it broken for you.
Listen, I'm cool with it. I got exactly what I wanted on here. I'm gonna wait till he comes up before I post it because I have the picture already ready for Roz. We got a 1-point game here. Detroit basketball.
And one. And one.
What? How many minutes is Cat on? Is Cat on 41 minutes in the third quarter?
Because I have no idea. I haven't really looked at the stats. I'm watching that game on mute. Cat is having a good game after having a dog shit game last game. However, all of the starters are very close to hitting 30 minutes already. Miles McBride needs to see the court more.
Nice.
Literally, your bench 8 minutes, 6 minutes, 6 minutes, 4 minutes. More. Your starters 24, 26, 26, 23, 24. Oh, we got 2024 Tobias Harris showing up to work today. 0 for 5.
Oh, Carolina's next.
Jets, Jets.
Yeah, thanks for that.
You need a lineman.
The New York Jets select Armand Mambu.
Bookend tackles and back-to-back drafts. There we go, baby. There we go. The game is won where?
In the trenches.
In the trenches. And all it does is help Justin Fields get the fuck out of there. Just give him time. Give him the ability to take off.
Oh, Lord.
Running the ball a lot.
Fastest way to push Dylan's buttons. Say you want a tight end. Good pick. Solid pick.
All right, Carolina.
Now, in round 3, get me Elijah Arroyo. Go get me the U tight end. Thank you. That boy good. That boy good. It's okay. Now. This is exactly what the Cowboys did. Like, what, 10 years ago? Where they went nothing but linemen, like 4 out of 5 years. The first round.
That was all in the middle of the draft.
We went in the last 4-5 years.
It was all between like 11 and 16 where the draft all was linemen.
Yeah, was it 4 out of 5 years we've taken offensive linemen?
Yeah.
And those offensive linemen are solid, so it's like, okay, cool, we're in. Elijah Vera Tucker's good. Fashanu last year was good before he fucking got hurt. Mambu. Hopefully he's all right at a right tackle. Appreciate you. Welcome. What the fuck's his face at center? He was second round pick.
Gotta get a receiver here. Carolina. Bryce Young showed he could play. They gotta go wide receiver. Because they got Chuba, and they basically traded running backs with the Cowboys.
All right, I'm gonna go take a dump. I'll be right back. For fucking 20 minutes. And I'm off a fucking pre-workout and fucking dopamine right now.
Great.
So this is about to be a powerful dump. I'll be right back.
Wow, smart.
New Orleans, Chicago. Chicago might trade back.
They might trade back.
New Orleans.
I could see them trying to go defense too.
Yeah. There's another lineman, offensive lineman got took off the board. So they're probably going to trade back because they need to address the offensive line. They don't need anything else pretty. Need to address your offensive line problem, which has been a problem ever since Poles has been there.
It has.
How does Ryan Poles not get fired? Well, all these coaches get fired, but Ryan Poles don't. It's been an issue ever since he got there. Well, I'll make a trade for Keenan Allen. I signed all these wide receivers. Yeah, guess what?
They all stink.
You can't throw the ball from your ass.
Like, I agree. I don't know how he saw it.
He was the most sacked quarterback, I believe, last year. No, like, did he break the record?
I think so. He got sacked an obscene amount of times.
Its second place wasn't even close. Like 40 in front of second place and the next most sacked quarterback.
That's why I still think there's an upside for him. Because, let him have normal time to play quarterback.
Well, the coach is an idiot. It's like
that also doesn't help. That also does.
DeAndre Swift, the last two teams he's been on, the teams refused to give his ass the ball. And every time he got the ball, the dude was going. The dude was taking off running. I'm like, why do you guys know you don't have no offensive line, or you continue to throw 5 wide receivers out there? And what was that was it Thanksgiving where he's trying to snap the ball and he gets immediately took down?
Yeah. Immediately.
But they don't even block. They didn't even block. Or quarterback's best friend for Carolina is a tight end. Well, you can all.
Is the pick in yet?
The pick is in. That's the
pick is in.
What Carolina's doing. Bryce Young at the end of the year, I believe. What they won? What was their record? They won all those games at the end of the year.
Like, if you're Carolina, you got
5-1 at the stretch.
Yeah, you got to go Tyler Warren, right?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Tight end is the quarterback's best friend. You got to make it easy for him.
Yeah, you got to go Tyler Warren.
Or another wide receiver because they got old Adam Thielen.
The ghost of Adam
Thielen. They have running backs. Oh, receiver, T-Mac. That's a receiver or tight end.
That is.
He's got the tribal chief. He's got a Ulafala on.
That's an interesting pick.
They need wide receiver as a weakness.
But
a tight end. But I still say wide receiver, tight end. They need one of those things. But Steve Smith don't like his route tree. Well, Steve Smith need to go down there and teach him how to run some routes. Because Steve Smith was down on him when he's watching him on film, when he's breaking him down. Says he doesn't run routes.
So now, as an alum for you go and you show that young man how to do.
Oh, he'd listen. It's also sometimes it's all the school the school, they don't. College, you get away with a lot of stuff.
They do a lot of basic stuff.
Some receivers, yeah, because you can just run straight and catch the ball. Most of the receivers, that's why Big 12 receivers always struggle because they're always running go ball. All they run is 9 routes. They don't play defense in the Big 12. They don't know how to run any other route.
They run go routes and
A lot of
like
our receivers when they come in from college, they don't know how to run any routes.
I mean, to be fair, Steven, they're showing his mixtape right now, and he has not run a route.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I said.
He has not run a route.
I'm going off what Steve Smith said, because every time Steve Smith says something about a wide receiver, good or bad, it's true, because he'll say this guy's going to be good, and then he gets drafted in the 4th round, and he was saying stuff about Puka Nacua, somebody else. They got drafted late, and he was like, "This is like 1st round talent, the way they run routes and stuff." Why he give Goodell the Ulafala?
He is not no tribal chief.
See here, all these guys, you can just see the release that they have when they are up here.
How fast they in that jersey?
I know. That's what I'm
like that. You don't know he's going to be there.
I think they are pressing that on like immediately.
Yeah, he's a jump ball receiver. So that's why you could have took tight end there. Quarterback's best friend. The problem is Carolina's receivers.
If Warren falls to you, would you take it?
If he fell to me,
yeah.
If he would have fell to the Cowboys, yeah, I would take him.
You would take him?
He would be a number 2 receiver. He's not being asked to be a number 1 wide receiver. Because the Panthers have Leggett.
Yeah.
But he's still learning. Adam Thielen is old. So if they would have took the tight end, that'd have been okay. But they still need a wide receiver. Problem is, he doesn't have a good route tree.
Yeah, I'm very surprised by that pick. That one's a little surprising. Not that he's not good. Not that he can't
good. He can become good. He can catch. One thing he can do, he can catch.
He can catch
the ball. But it's a big difference in college and the NFL. He's a Big 12 wide receiver.
So
Arizona was their first year of the Big 12 this year. He goes
reserve.
Big 12 wide receivers. They run deep routes.
Man, I'm ready to do whatever it takes.
There's not that much route tree in the Big 12 for some reason. It is what it is. Yep, I say it. Tell me I'm wrong. Because when Steve Smith broke the film on him and I was watching, he's like, he doesn't run routes. He doesn't have a route tree. He doesn't run good routes. He's a jump ball wide receiver, which is okay, but he can catch the ball. But those go routes don't work in the NFL
unless you're special.
Yeah,
unless your name is Justin Jefferson, it don't work too well.
He runs more than
Justin Jefferson. No, I'm being from Justin Jefferson runs routes. Yeah. He runs routes.
New Orleans. Interested to see this pick.
Because if they don't take Shedeur, what are we doing here? What are we doing here if they don't take Shedeur?
Well, they don't take a quarterback. They got a lineman. Chicago's traded back.
Shedeur is falling to the Steelers.
He's falling to the Steelers unless San Francisco wants to take him.
Which would be incredible.
The Saints taking an offensive lineman is low-key hilarious too. Because they don't have a line, but like
word is the Saints are going to try to trade up to get back in the back half to get the fucking Louisville quarterback.
Oh my God.
He's like 27.
Oh my God.
Like he played 7 years in college and started one.
Derek Carr is like,
oh, no, Mike.
He played 70 years, but
yeah,
7 years and only has 1 year as a starter. I'm good.
He was projected to be maybe a top 5 player. He didn't play up to the level of the talent this year. Buffalo banged up a little bit. The talent, when you go back to 2023, played with 100%.
Let's see what Ryan Poles does.
let's see what they do.
Let's see what Ryan Poles does. Is he going to draft a lineman?
The Bears.
The Bears.
You're going to. Some wide receivers fell to him. Watch this clown.
I heard the Bears might be in on Tyler Warren. They just paid a tight end.
That's a terrible pick.
What's his face? Who's already on the
They
team?
just paid Cole Kmet. And I heard all day, and I've seen mocks where Tyler Warren wins here.
Well, you know how I feel about the mock drafts.
Yeah, but the final mock is usually what the league is saying. Right? It's all the news you get from your sources. Oh. I shouldn't have went on Twitter. I know the Bears pick. I will spoil it and say it's not a good pick.
Oh,
no. It is not a good pick.
Three tackles got freaking. The third offensive tackle just got took, so I would trade it back. You're Ryan Poles. What Ryan Poles does.
Oh man.
All right, get these pancakes off. Let's go.
Get the pancakes off.
Hurry up and announce the pick.
Every single game and 5 weeks, prime time revenge and rematch.
Just make the fucking pick.
Who's the picks?
they're talking about schedule release right now.
Make the pick. It's a draft. Can we not do international games week 1 though?
Because how did that work out when CJ Stroud almost tore his ankle up? No, Jordan Love. Excuse me, Jordan Love.
That's the new thing. Oh, that field was terrible.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
International games, like, come on.
And we have to release date. A release date to announce the release date.
All right, announce the Bears' bad pick, please.
Woo, May 14th. Don't care.
I love the schedule release as much as the next person. It doesn't need to be interrupting my NFL draft.
You literally could have put that on the bottom line.
You could have just tweeted it. Could have just tweeted this.
What are we doing there?
The Bears pick has been in for fucking 10 minutes.
They're still talking.
Oh, Bears getting booed.
Oh yeah.
Shocker.
Yeah. Literally right outside Lambeau.
What a shot, man.
Greeny just up here talking. There's no rivalry in any American sport like Bears Packers. Greeny, get off my TV. You are too much of a veteran to be saying stupid shit like that. Bears Packers is great, but it is not Yankees.
It's not a real rivalry. But the Packers were 1-5 against the NFC North this past season.
Our Tharts, great job. Great job, Bill.
Please know that you are in our thoughts and prayers. Longo's remarkable contributions to the game and the community will never be forgotten. His legacy will continue to inspire generations to come. 50 years ago,
They said the Saints may try to trade in to get Shaw. That guy stinks.
They can wait and stay where they're at and still end up with that guy.
Running back,
But they want the 5th-year option.
Fifth year option. He's gonna be older than freaking CJ Stroud in them.
I'm trying to be respectful here, but what is going on? Like schedule release.
We don't need to be
now,
respectful.
We are doing a lot for this pick.
Here we go.
Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year award. So with the 10th pick in the 2025.
So they took the Michigan tight end.
I told you it was not a good pick.
So they didn't even take the best tight end in the draft.
They didn't take the best tight end in the draft.
How do you not take Tyler Warren?
Ryan Poles. Me and Mike just talked about this. How bad Ryan Poles is. He still didn't address the offensive line issue. And
well, they traded for like 3 offensive linemen.
But still.
Like they improved it, but like you should have just went tackle here.
I'll be back, Steven, when it's your pick.
The fucking this is okay, fine. But the best, how you take a tight end before the best tight end in the draft is still available? I mean, it's not even
understand this.
If this was the Chargers, okay, yeah, because Harbaugh fucking recruited him, but the fucking Bears.
Are the Cowboys going to take Tyler Warren?
No,
because I know who the Niners took.
Wide receiver, offensive lineman might be out of the question because 3 tackles got took off the board, but the best guard hasn't been taken yet, so they need a lot. Interesting to see the 49ers pick.
I know who it is. I can't believe the Bears took not the best tight end in the draft.
The best tight end in the draft is available.
If you're going to take a tight end, at least take the best one. But, like, again, you just paid your tight end a lot of money. I don't get it. I don't get it. Ryan Poles needs to be fucking fired.
Oh, this is what I've been saying in the past 2 years. You're like, oh no, look what he got. Look what he got. Yeah.
Colson Loveland. Just get me Elijah Arroyo in round 3.
Maybe in round 2.
I don't have him. I don't have a second round pick unless we trade up.
Oh, he might be gone.
I mean, if we're taking the fucking second tight end in the fucking 10th pick. Oh, well.
Because what's the draft order now? The best tight end opens up.
I think you guys are a contender to take him. Miami's going to probably try to take a tackle because they just need a body.
Colts could take a tight end.
Colts are going to take a tight end. If Tyler Warren is there, they are taking him.
Colts take a tight end. Bengals. A lot of teams on there need a tight end. So the Cardinals don't need it. Falcons need to make a decision. Chargers could take a tight end. Packers could take a tight end because they don't take receivers in the first round.
The Niners probably will go edge rusher. The Cowboys, you could go literally anywhere. The Dolphins can go anywhere. The Colts will probably go Tyler Warren.
This lines up perfect for the Cowboys because we still some defensive guys on the board. D tackles on the board.
There's corners on the board too. Like literally all the best players available right now are defensive guys and Tyler Warren.
Like Jihad Campbell. The Alabama linebacker. They need that middle of defense. But they want Derek Harmon, the middle of the defense.
Jalen Walker,
Will
Johnson, Jahdae Barron, Mykel Williams, Derek Harmon, James Pierce. Like there's talent here. It's just
oh my God. We need a special message. Oh my God.
the Giants are currently in the process of trying to acquire an extra first rounder at the back end of the draft.
Oh, Mykel Williams. Here we go. The Cowboys are on the clock. They did all this shit, and the Cowboys have 1 minute remaining.
I mean, the Dolphins have to go offensive lineman, right? Because there's no way you could allow Tua to just have
retired.
cat food brain.
Armstead retired.
Yeah. Like, you can't just allow your quarterback to just have scrambled eggs for brain, right? Now, like I feel like the Dolphins might trade out because there's no fucking tackles worth of shit right now at this spot. Cowboys pick is in.
Dolphins also want to fucking trade Ramsey.
Yeah. The Dolphins go corner too.
Like I said, I don't know why they traded for Ramsey in the first place. And then they gave him an extension. So why you give him an extension?
If you just go, well, to be fair, the Dolphins were worse than they thought they were going to be. They didn't realize Tua actually really isn't that good.
I thought Ramsey isn't that good neither. The boos are going to come in. The boos are going to come in now.
All right. The Cowboys pick is in.
Look, we need an offensive lineman. Linemen on either side. Zach Martin just retired.
New Haven, Connecticut. He's
going nuts.
Going nuts.
He must have really want to be a fucking.
Roz hates it. Roz is talking so much shit about this pick.
What?
He's like, they should have went Tyler Warren. Like, they just didn't lose a Hall of Fame guard.
I mean, me and Steven said this before you came back, and I asked him if Tyler was there. What we doing? And clearly, they don't care. Side note.
Yes.
Tyler's barber is Ephraim.
Is who?
Ephraim.
Who's that?
Barber. I went to my barber before Mario.
Got it.
Also coached by West Haven's favorite coach.
Yep.
They need linemen. They need linemen on both sides of the ball.
Dolphins are in a weird spot because they need everything as well. But they did also just lose their left tackle to retirement. So
it's not a bad pick.
And the corners,
the Cowboys made a good pick.
The corners are still. Will Howard's still on the board.
Will Howard, Barron, like they have their choice of the litter at corner.
Warren's going next pick. I'll tell you that right now. The Colts are getting Warren.
The Colts or the Dolphins?
The Dolphins have what's his name?
Who's Dolphins tight end? Who's Dolphins tight end?
They don't have a tight end.
What's his name? Forgot his name.
Oh no, Jonnu Smith.
Yeah, Jonnu Smith.
Oh, okay.
Jonnu Smith was like second and had like 90 receptions.
Yeah, no, they don't need a tight end.
Jonnu Smith was balling for them. They had like 90 receptions.
All right. Back to the shallow realm.
They could go get Malachi Starks. They could go get the Michigan corner. They go with the Texas corner. They have their choice.
Jalen Walker. They need their defense. They have a problem too. They need linebackers too. Their linebackers.
I mean, Dolphins need a lot.
Elijah Arroyo is crept in the top 25 best players available. Like the size, 6'5", 321.
Good pick, Dallas. Listen, if Jerry knows anything,
His pro comp
lineman.
His pro comp is Tyler Smith. So yeah, I like
the Dolphins are taking a long time.
Dolphins also probably could be trading out.
I think they are.
Somebody that the pick is in.
Oh, there we go. Armand Membu refers to Aaron Glenn as a cool ass dude. # things Rodgers would not say. The Bears fans on Twitter have already started coping. Ben Johnson's 2 tight end sets are going to be sick.
Ben Johnson, lineman.
This has been an eventful draft so far. I wonder what the Dolphins did. I wonder who's going to trade for Jalen Ramsey. Well, I know who the Dolphins picked. The pick is in. This Nick game is getting chippy.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there we go. 5-point game. 5 minutes left. Dennis Schroeder for 3.
Uh-oh. Mike's butt cheeks must be clenching. Here we go. The elbow is always there.
Yep.
Mid-range game disappearing from basketball. It's there.
3-point lead. Toby. Bang. Tobias Harris has showed up to work.
He finally made a jump shot in the playoffs.
No, he's been cooking the last couple games. He's been doing really well. That was his first basket of the game.
first basket of the game.
That was his first basket of the game.
He's been cooking. That was his first basket of the game.
The game 1 and 2. Game 1 he had like 20 something. Game 2 he had 15. I would know because I put money on it and he wanted me money.
All right, who's coming to Miami?
A big boy.
Oh yeah, the other Michigan.
Big boy.
Oh, well, in the Colts got their tight end. Colts pick is already in. They wasted no time. Atlanta needs the best edge rusher available because they were dead last in quarterback pressure last year.
What? Still available, right? Jalen Walker. Jalen Walker still available. Tyler Warren will be a Colt. James Pierce still available. Now, what quarterback teams are popping up? None.
Only
The Steelers.
in this next 10, if you want to count the Colts as they need a quarterback, yeah.
Yeah, but they're not going to take one. It's literally the Steelers, the Rams are the only teams I can think of taking a quarterback unless other teams trade in.
Seahawks, Steelers, Rams.
I don't buy the Seahawks are going to try to take a quarterback.
No, I'm saying they need a quarterback. We can always Detroit. How many more years are they going to do with get Goff? I know they have Hendon Hooker, but
yeah, they ran that fucking pick in. Hello.
Yep. Boom. What do we say?
Even in Mike. I'm doing good. How are you? No, Daddy's busy. Thank you. Yes, I am. Yes, it's going to go at my desk at work. Yes. Quack, quack.
Falcons should be.
All right, so what are we doing? Thinking Jalen Walker for the Falcons?
And pass rusher. Hey, niece. Hey, niece.
He said hi. Dolphins fans are throwing a fit.
Who do they want? Will Howard?
I don't know, but another horrible pick by Greer. Fuck this team. Fire Greer, fire Greer, fire Greer. How did y'all fuck this up?
What do they want them to do? Their defense is what their defense. They addressed an issue in defense. Their defense, the middle of their defense was terrible. What are they all talking about? Fire Greer for? Who
Dolphins fans hate that motherfucker.
Oh, they hate the owner. They call his ass Mr. Magoo. Why fucking Mr. Magoo? Mr. Magoo needs to sell the team. And they hate their coach. They hate McDaniel. They hate McDaniel. They hate Ross, and they hate Greer.
Shooter guys, bunch of guys, the collision, the jump ball. Why? No possession. That is a bad call there by the official Nick Buter. Look at the ball here. I love the scramble here. First to the floor. It's Brunson, it's Shooter, but no one have possession. How can it be a dumb ball?
Yes. No, Mila, I'm busy.
His neck, as you can see.
No, I'm busy. Go. You're not listening. No, I'm telling you no. I'm busy.
You gotta find out what the two is. It's right there between Harris and Cade.
Nothing major going on. No, only one trade was the Jacksonville trade.
Because OG's going to try to shoot the gap here and steal the ball. Turn against Brunson. Was in a little bit early. Well, they're inside the jump football.
What the hell is that?
Cunningham has to hold him off. He's coming. Stay with Tobias Harris. He's got to hold off Cap.
Tim the Tap Man, Steven. Finally, now the Cowboys can win the Super Bowl.
Any more than that? The only thing they got going for them is they got a favorable schedule. Other than that, they need help and a lot of help.
Ooh, what a shot.
Oh, okay, Cat.
Falcons still. What is the issue? You need a pass rusher. Send the pick in.
7-3, 1 to go with regulation.
Yo, it's amazing that Tobias Harris still has a job out in these streets.
Right. Well, this is not a good Tobias Harris game. After the 2 games that he played to start the series, to have this stinker right now is not great.
Oh, man.
Why is Atlanta not running to get Jalen Walker or
like this is a no-brainer?
like
Georgia Bulldogs,
or I have a feeling they might go corner.
They could go corner, but
they might go get
the problem with their defense is they had good corners last year, but they were covering for 5 minutes because they had nobody to pressure the ball.
Can we talk about how Roz in the chat being wrong about every pick? How everybody needs to get Tyler Warren, and how the Jets needed to have gone and trade up and get Tyler Warren? No. Stop giving up value. Why are we going to give this much bullshit to get back into the top fucking 15?
Athens to Atlanta is not that far of a drive.
That's what I said. Get the home,
especially with a Georgia guy. They drive 300 miles an hour.
Oh yeah.
I'm not. There's a joke there.
They'll get from Athens to Atlanta in 5 minutes.
Gonna leave it alone.
Might hit a couple people on the way.
There it is. There it is. There it is.
You
sit your ass down, Jalen Rose. Oh, good defense, Cat.
The Falcons still haven't made their fucking selection.
This Nick game is gonna be over before Atlanta makes it.
Oh,
dude, I can't believe they're taking all their time.
This Durham
grown-ass man.
This Durham kid is fucking good, man.
Well, they're taking it down. They're the freaking.
Kenny made a good comparison the other night where he said, this guy reminds me of Serge Ibaka. I'm like, hold up. That's a great comparison. It's a great comparison to young OKC Ibaka. It's a great comparison.
They called it late because Detroit started yelling. Crazy.
It's all speculation.
We got like under 30 seconds.
Oh, good split.
Here. Oh, the pick is in finally.
Cade. Oh, Schroeder should have stuck on that fucking double team. Geno Smith was not a notable slide. Stop that.
Oh,
he was the best quarterback of that draft class. He just fell all the way to.
Yeah, it was just a bad draft class.
A bad quarterback draft class.
Oh, they didn't call. Okay, let him play.
You're ahead of me, Dylan.
Let him play.
Score.
He made OG fucking touch earth though.
Brunson made Schroeder buckle too a second ago. Bum ass Tim Hardaway. Bum ass Tim Hardaway. Let him shoot it all night.
Schroeder's just too little.
Yeah.
Schroeder.
You want more? You want more? We got more.
You are talking to nobody, Mike.
I'm out pissed. They still ain't announced its pick. Like, bro, what are we doing?
Dolphins owner Steve Ross
Atlanta took it to like the 19-second mark before the pick got turned in. So,
Dolphins owner Steve Ross is/was one of Michigan's biggest boosters. And this is the second time the Dolphins have ever drafted a Wolverine, selecting Kenneth Grant 13th. The first was offensive tackle Ryan Hayes in the 7th round in 2023. Hayes is still on the roster.
I mean, hey, it's not like those are two bad players.
Well, they finally it took them almost all of 10 minutes to select Jalen Walker. They must have been looking at his crimes.
I didn't get that.
Yeah, they were pulling up his Carfax.
Because it should not have taken that long. It should not have taken that long. Because honestly, he's a top 10 pick, and they just got him.
I thought he was going to be there for us.
That's a position of need. They need some fucking.
If the Raiders would have taken Membu, we probably would have taken him. So let me ask you this, Mike. At pick 16, at pick 15, this is a steal, but at pick 7, it's a bad pick.
What? Who says
that's what Roz just said?
I would disagree.
What a strange statement.
I would disagree.
Pick 15 is a steal. Pick 7 is a bad pick. My math may not be mathing, but if it's a steal at 16, at 15, it's a good pick at 7. Like the talent warrants it, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because this is not a quarterback heavy draft, so it hurts the draft because there's no quarterbacks, which doesn't give it any names. But there's defenders, there's linemen. And you hit on these guys in the draft, you're good.
At what point does JB Bickerstaff does he get a technical ever? Like all game, he's just every call, every play, rah, 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 foul, foul, foul. Like you can't argue balls and strikes for 9 innings. Like at some point, all right, coach, we hear you. Cut it out. All right, coach, technical foul. All right, coach, you're out of here. Like all game. At some point. As long as we don't give up a 3 here. That's a foul. That's a foul.
Listen, they've been letting these guys play for a little bit. Let them fight.
Might be getting a defensive run here. Run on defense.
Yeah, I think everything else going until we hit Pittsburgh is just going to be all defense. You're going to see all the DBs start to go.
Arizona needs defense. Cincinnati needs defense.
Seattle's offensive
awesome.
line defense.
If Cincinnati picks another offensive player, I'm going to lose my mind.
Cincinnati's whole draft has to be defense because they got 3 players with 75% of their fucking cap.
If Cincinnati was smart, they would take James Pierce. They need to replace Trey Hendrickson bad.
He's gonna change somebody's life too.
But he's also a problem child.
Yeah, he needs a stable environment. He needs a stable environment. No threes, and we win. No threes, and we
Cardinals
win.
Defense, Bengals defense, Seattle's a toss-up. They can be defense.
Seattle could go both sides.
Tampa Bay needs somebody with speed.
Seattle could go wide receiver because they don't have anybody besides Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Yeah, they could go receiver.
Well, receivers did fall to them, so. T-Mac was
there. It is. Not giving us timeouts. Let's get out of here, man. Let's get out of here.
Tampa needs somebody with some speed on their offense. Godwin's gone, right? Or is he still there?
He's still there.
Oh. Oh. Who made that shot?
Dumbass Tim Hardaway.
Damn, Mike.
And this is where the nonsense happens because why didn't we get a timeout? Like, we get a timeout, the game was over. You don't give us a timeout, now he hits a 3. Like, come on, man.
Jump ball.
They have to fill the silence.
All right, Cardinals.
Progressive can protect you from becoming a virus, but we can't protect you more than What are you doing?
Walter Nolan.
Ole Miss. Ole Miss. He good.
Ole Miss.
He good. He's just I think he was another one who had some problems.
Is it Clippers Nuggets tonight?
No, it's Thunder Grizzlies.
Thunder Grizzlies and Clippers Nuggets. Thunder Grizzlies on right now. Grizzlies are up 2, probably be the only lead they'll have the rest of the game. And then at 10 is going to be
Clippers Nuggets doesn't get airtime? What the fuck?
Yeah, it's on NBA TV.
Yeah,
why is crazy. Why is Thunder Grizzlies on TNT?
OKC should be on NBA TV. They're beating their team by 50 points and 20 points.
They literally average a win by 34.5 points a game.
Yeah. The
NBA, do what the NFL does and flex.
The best series is that series.
Oh. They had a chance to hit homeboy under the basket.
They did. I saw it.
I was like, wow, you have a chance not only to just throw this in, but to get another point.
Brunson 10 points in this fourth quarter and 8 points in the half. 5-point game or less, 5 minutes or less, and that defines that portion of the game.
Cincinnati better be defense.
That's all his shit. Stop. You're going to break something. Oh. Mike. He went over and back. He went over and back, Mike. And they didn't call it.
How did he go over and back?
Because he caught the ball before the half-court line. That's how he went over and back. Wow. How long has it been since the Cowboys won the Super Bowl? Tyler Booker's parents were 19. Wow.
And shop all your favorite brands. Ready taste, Bernie Diet, at prices you love, delivered fast. For low prices, for life of pets, there's two.
Oh, funniest thing could happen.
Hit it before he hits up. Hit it as fast as an out with express delivery.
The pick is in.
It took a little bit longer.
Hurry, we'll be back. I can't believe they're leaving.
Like, who would ever want to leave this paradise?
We are approaching
Of course I do.
Shador Sanders
My
territory.
decision to stay in paradise.
Thank you, sir.
Absolutely.
A paradise you want to lose yourself in. Book your escape to Celebration Key.
Oh, that's a
Carnival's
backdoor
exclusive
violation.
paradise.
That's over.
Kelvin Banks Jr. got drafted while the baby was throwing up. Oh, shit. Let me send that.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Uh-oh.
Look at this lead.
3.2 on the clock. No silly foul here.
Oh, Mike. 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 You have to miss the second one. You have to miss the second one.
Yeah, you got to miss the second one again.
There's no shot you could just let this go in and you have a chance at a half-court heave.
Yeah.
You have to miss the second one.
They don't have any timeouts.
You can't risk just like the catch throw.
Detroit has timeouts?
No, but if they make two, they get a chance at an inbound shot. You've granted half court, but still.
No, you gotta miss the second one.
Remember last year.
And again, JB Bickerstaff just gets to berate officials for 47 minutes. And like at some point,
That's like Jalen Brunson's playtime in this game.
Hey.
47 minutes.
take control, ref. Tell him to sit
Oh.
down or get a technical.
Like, it's irresponsible if Jalen makes this free throw. Yeah. There we go. That was a smart thing to do.
When the clock starts on the, I thought the clock starts when.
I thought the clock
my
started when you-
God. It does. It starts when you touch it. Like,
I
what
thought the
is
clock starts when
happening
somebody
right now?
touches it.
It does. They started it as soon as it hit the
They
rim.
started the second the ball hit the rim.
Yeah.
So now
what is
they
that?
are going to get the inbound the ball.
So what is?
Oh, no.
So what happens here?
Are they going to have him reshoot it?
What happens? I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, why'd the clock
They're gonna have to let him reshoot it, right?
He missed. It's a dead ball.
Oh
no! It's a dead ball. I already know what it's a dead ball.
No.
Let's just say they have to inbound the ball with like 0.3 seconds. But no, it has to be.
Oh wait, no, because nobody touched the ball. It might be a jump ball.
Yeah.
Oh, this game's over. This game's over. It's a jump ball.
What if it's a fucking
not in 0.5?
Yeah.
All right, Sherrod Stewart off the board. Shamar Stewart. Bengals one defense.
What is that on his chain?
I don't want to hear that bullshit, Kevin Harlan. They use neutral timekeepers. No, we're in Detroit and they're doing funny shit. That's what's going on. They tried to get cute, but it's not going to work.
I don't know. They did give you that backcourt violation that didn't get called.
Well, wait a minute.
How is it Detroit's ball?
It's not a jump ball?
How is it Detroit's ball?
Oh, they're just giving it to him? Now, where are they giving it to him?
It's not a jump ball?
How is it not a jump ball?
He missed. It could have been anybody's possession. Should be jump ball, middle of the court, or jump ball at their free throw. That's supposed to be. What's the ruling on this? What's the official NBA ruling? What? This should be.
Oh my God! They get it at half court.
What is going?
Well, never mind. Game over anyway. You get half court and he can move. A side out.
Oh no, it's not half court. It's a side out. Wow. What a
side
terrible.
out. He's moving.
Wow. What a terrible fucking inbound. Well, that's ball game. I didn't see him.
Is out of here, man. God.
I didn't see Duren on the other side. Why was Duren inbounding?
But that should be a jump ball regardless.
Good. Do we want to? Did the invisible Knicks ghost touch the ball? We want to give them the ball again? Give them another chance?
Mike, you guys should have had the fucking backcourt violation.
You lost. You stink. Detroit basketball. Good night. You're done.
Salty, sir.
Done.
Why do they have Jalen Duren inbounding?
That was a mistake.
That's a terrible idea.
Ball don't lie. That's what that was. Ball don't lie. Because what are we doing here?
That's supposed to be a jump ball.
Like exactly, I hate agreeing with Reggie.
If it was a wedgie, it would be a jump ball.
Exactly.
That's the
same. Why is he having Duren inbound the ball? Try to run some picks and just throw the ball to the basket. Let him dunk it.
We still have 0.5 in the clock.
I don't care how
game's not over.
The game is over. I don't care who inbounds it. Just throw it at somebody. Dodgeball, launch it at somebody.
Oh, pick Seahawks already got their pick in.
Yeah, the receivers fell to him.
This was the game I needed the Knicks to get because now they're going to come to fight on Saturday.
All right. This says the Bucks are willing to move back. Will we start to see teams start to trade in to get the quarterback contracts at a lower value with fifth-year option?
I know one thing. They better not fucking lose on Saturday because they ain't getting out of Madison Square Garden alive. I'll tell you that right now. Down 3-1, it's over.
Yeah, you don't need 7 games of 40 minutes.
They better win Saturday. Look at Memphis. Dylan. Look at Memphis up by 9. Look at them.
Listen, are we
There's 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Look at them right now.
Look at Lou Dort putting Jaren Jackson Jr. in fucking hell. The torture chamber.
He traveled. He does hell. Oh man,
Mike, I think I have a new. I haven't watched a ton of Thunder games, so I understood that this man has been good, but I didn't really know how good he was. I think J-Dub is one of my guys. J-Dub is one of my guys.
Dog.
He might be one of my guys.
I've been telling y'all for about 2 months now.
Like, I knew he was always good.
He's gonna win the title. Like, they're gonna win the title, Dylan. Like,
oh, they took a guard.
Really?
Good. They have a terrible offensive line.
Yeah. I mean, they do, but I mean, I'm not mad. That's a
you got to protect Darnold. You have to because we know how he is with pressure.
He's pressure. He's seeing ghosts.
It's a need. So that is not a bad pick.
Tampa. They need speed. 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 Will Howard is here.
Giants be trading up here.
Well, you can also get a lockdown corner here.
You absolutely can because they have to replace what?
If Howard doesn't get picked here, Howard's going to Denver.
That'll be filthy. Well, regardless, whoever goes in Denver,
whoever gets him is going to be filthy.
Because you have Barrett and Howard.
He also was a top 10 pick. Like we're almost at pick 20. Like,
yeah, you're getting incredible value if you're taking Will Howard or fucking Barron.
I mean, Pittsburgh could do a thing and take Will Howard, and I wouldn't be mad at it. But I wouldn't be mad at it.
If Shedeur falls to day 2, Bougie, get on the fucking phone. Get on the phone.
Yeah, I believe. Yeah, if he falls to 2.
Here comes Anthony. We're in your crib and made it our crib. Detroit fans, everybody. The Knicks stink. Detroit's going to win. The Knicks are frauds. Knicks win. Knicks win. And they better not let us get game 4. Better not let it happen.
Puff your chest out yet?
Better not let it. Listen, I got my 1. Better not let us get game 4 too.
Listen, they did the same thing. They got their 1 at home. Your guys, and again, they outplayed you guys for most of the time they played there.
They did not outplay us tonight.
No, they did not. So we can't say, oh, they're not going to get to the Garden. They played well in the Garden.
It's cool.
They played well in the Garden.
They played well in the Garden.
Credit to Mike.
In an elimination game.
Credit. Listen.
Don't let us win, Tat. They have to win. If they win Saturday, then we got to fight.
Cade Cunningham could be the new villain.
He's too likable. He doesn't do the shit that Trey was doing.
Halliburton and Trey Young are
low key could be a villain. Like he does villain things, but he hides it well. But he does villain.
Yeah, but he doesn't do anywhere near what these other villains do.
He doesn't do but Cade does villain thing. Like he talks a lot of shit on the court.
Well, yeah, because you need to see what Jalen Brunson does on the court because Jalen Brunson talks mad shit.
Cade could be a villain.
And Cade is supposed to just be quiet while Jalen Brunson's in his ear talking shit.
Now, Detroit's been talking this whole series.
Yeah, but so is Brunson. Oh, the Bucks aren't trading out. They are picking. Aaron Glenn said that Armand Membu is mean and nasty. Good. We love that.
It just feels good at the name.
Time exists to help everyday Americans make it. When you build your credit to build yourself up, when payday comes on your terms, when your hero math starts mapping, oh yeah, you're That doesn't happen overnight. As you progress,
Graduates, today you enter the real world, ready for whatever lies ahead. Except this following, which you're likely to find exceedingly difficult. Going to an NFL job, paying your taxes, putting on a duvet cover, taking off the duvet cover, realizing you're never going to be able to do it.
So Micah Parsons still doesn't have a contract?
No.
Life is hard, but saving money by bundling your home and auto with Progressive is easy. Oh, man. Deciding what's for dinner every night.
He's in.
They got the years down. They don't have the price.
Got it.
With the first selection in the 2005 NFL Draft, the San Francisco 49ers select Alex Smith.
Look at that douchebag Aaron Rodgers.
The solid how drop is going to be the storyline of the day.
Shut up. So much hate in your soul.
I've never my hate for Aaron Rodgers is well documented before our pod.
So when Steven comes back, we're gonna wrap up this watch party because it's time for post game live and crank it right back up. Crank it right back up for post game.
I'm going to be very much so not of use in post game live because I paid more attention to the draft than what's actually happened to the Knick game.
Let me see if those guys actually want to.
Fellers are in.
Yeah. What did James call it? PGL?
I did PGL. And then he said, fuck you. Or he told me he wanted to fight.
Texas.
Gilly at the fucking Sanders draft party.
Leon, why you ain't at school?
Ow, wow, ow, wow.
We're getting the cult classic, the new cult classic Draft Day movie. He has no friends.
I heard that. I haven't watched that
came to
movie. I
his
think it's a
birthday
crime that I
party.
haven't watched that movie. I heard that shit sucks.
It sucks and it's awesome at the same time. Oh, okay, Tampa Bay.
Oh, Tampa.
They needed some speed.
What
That
a
wide
pick.
receiver. That's a good ass
What a
pick.
pick.
Oh. Oh. Tampa Bay said, fuck it. Bugattis everywhere.
Hey, listen.
Oh. And I'm not mad at it because nobody in the NFC South can play defense.
No.
Yo, the Bucks are going to be scoring 40.
If he came out of the draft last year, he would have been a higher
top
pick.
10. Yeah, he could have been top 10 last year. He's nasty. Then he got overshadowed by which boy? I can't lie. I low-key kind of love this pick.
I love it too.
I kind of love it. I forgot he was available. He is going to give Carolina hell. He's going to give Carolina hell.
Godwin and Evans are up there in age, so
Mike Evans is up there in age. Godwin, if he just gets on the field, he's still a number one.
But they need somebody to stretch the field. That's the problem.
I think they just answered that.
Their guys were slow. They were a slow team.
I think they just answered that need.
So Denver has this thing they could do right now.
Denver could do a lot of things right now.
They could draft Will Howard.
Amika also would have been nasty on Denver.
Yeah.
Yes.
He would have been nasty. Denver, but
They could also go get another wide receiver.
This Denver defense.
Could Denver go get James Pierce though?
Denver could freaking get fucking Will Howard.
I mean, Will Howard to Denver is just
unless Denver's taking phone calls right now.
Denver's got to be taking phone calls. Somebody's got to be trying to get Shedeur right now.
We're almost at the
Giants
3-minute
and the
mark.
Saints are trying to get in at some point.
You're at the 3-minute mark, and it's the pick before Pittsburgh. So
somebody got to get Shedeur right now because Mike Tomlin is going to. Oh, okay, Anthony. Because Mike Tomlin is not about that. Like he will absolutely take Shedeur. Dylan, the fact that Anthony knew what I was talking about without saying it, hilarious. I can't wait to teach.
If the Knicks lost, he would have been quiet.
Oh, he'd have been ghost.
There's only been one trade so far, so.
Aaron Glenn was asked about Aaron Rodgers' comments about their meeting. His answer: Membu is a really good player, and I'm excited he's a Jet. The media is going to hate him. Hate him. They already dislike him a lot.
Don't let the Jets not win. They are going to. Those press conferences are going to be must-see television.
Aaron Glenn has too much asshole in him for me to not respect. Anybody who can walk into a meeting with Aaron Rodgers and be like, goodbye.
You trying to play? Yeah. Oh, well, we're going in a different direction then. Because what if Aaron said, no, I'm not trying to play? Would he have been like, well, Aaron, thanks. We're going to retire you.
He would have been like, thanks for your services.
You've been a hell of a Jet. If we need you, we'll call you.
Thank you for your services. Appreciate it.
It's April. At this point, he still doesn't know what he wants to do. Like, come on, you got to move on.
Yeah, Aaron's playing. It's as much as he hates Brett Favre, it is the exact.
He's Brett Favre.
Denver is taking calls right now because we're at the minute 50 mark.
Calls.
We're at the minute 50 mark.
They have to know who they're taking, and they say, if we're not going to make a trade, we have the pick ready.
Yeah.
Yep. That's how you do it. If they don't do a trade in the next 40 seconds, it's over.
Yeah, because if they do a trade, then there's another. It's a new 10 minutes comes for the team.
Armand Membu on what the Jets are getting. They're getting a mauler. Sure, I'm going to make sure to keep my quarterback clean. Love it.
Tampa might have to steal the draft right now.
Absolutely. What a pick by Tampa.
Well, we're under a minute now.
And I see nothing on Twitter saying anything.
But if Denver doesn't make if Denver's clock runs out, Pittsburgh can make their pick. Oh, the pick is in, though.
All right.
I'll trade is a no-go.
All right, Denver.
Welcome back to Green Bay. The Denver Broncos are on the clock at number 20. Right now, it's time for a look at Mel's Basketball. Brought to you live. I'm amazed right now that he's going forward after looking at Roger. New Orleans. I don't know what to say. Who makes a move to get short?
Yeah, nothing. I can't. Before I was getting leaks fucking 10 minutes before the picks were in. Now I'm getting nothing.
Well, all these teams are taking their time. Well, that was like 2 minutes go off the clock. The pick is in, and then.
Oh, what if the Broncos?
Huh?
Broncos might go running back.
They could.
They could. They could go get Matt Golden too.
They go receiver. They could take another.
Listen, Matthew Golden don't get all the glitz and glam.
Dog.
He can play. He can play.
I think they go offense because their defense is so good. So you go and you get some more playmakers next to Cortland Sutton, or get you a running back in Omari and Hampton or something.
Or if they get Will Howard and they say Surtain's got one side.
Will Howard got the other one.
Even though what's his name was playing good too. So the white boy.
Yep. Riley Cooper. Not Riley Cooper, Riley Moss.
Riley Moss.
Riley Cooper.
I get my white boy Rileys with long hair mixed up.
But the problem is when one of those corners get hurt and miss a game, they were getting torched. The defense was getting torched. When Riley Moss got hurt, that person replacing him got torched. And when Surtain got hurt, that person replacing Surtain got torched.
One of those wishes will be coming true right now.
That's a Make-A-Wish kid.
Sam is a 17-year-old Broncos fan who has bravely battled cancer.
Oh, what a fall.
His wish is to announce the first-round draft pick for his favorite team. Please join me in cheering on Sam as his wish comes true.
So is he battling cancer or did he beat cancer?
I don't know.
Because usually this Make-A-Wish is...
Well, they took Johnny Barron, corner.
He's the better man. He's the better man corner of the two. Dog.
So here
Dog.
we go. Pittsburgh's pick. Here we go.
That's scary, man.
Wow.
That's scary.
They took corner. They took corner. Let's say
They
corner.
didn't take the corner I thought they was going to take.
Well, they took the better man corner.
They took corner.
They took the more physical corner of the two. Will Howard's better his own corner. This dog. All right, if the Steelers give their pick in 30 seconds, it's Shador. What a world we would live in if this pick was just traded right now.
Wow. I don't know what's taking them so long.
Oh, one of the sources I follow just said it's not Shador. He just said he said it's not time in Pittsburgh. Uh-oh. I don't believe that.
If Shador doesn't get drafted tonight, he's a second-day court. He's got to go day 2.
He will.
No, some teams are going to trade with Philly, Kansas City, or the other.
Oh yeah, I feel like there has to be at least one
option.
trade in for a quarterback.
If he makes it to 20, what are we? If we make it to 28, trades are coming.
Well, the Chargers ain't going to take him. Green Bay's not going to take him.
Green Bay's not going to take him.
They're still on the clock.
Minnesota. Yeah. LA's not going to take him. The Rams could take him. The Rams
Minnesota could take him.
Minnesota could.
Minnesota's not
Rams.
I don't think Minnesota believes in JJ McCarthy. I'm convinced.
The Vikings and the Rams could. But other than that, Houston's not taking them. Baltimore's not taking them. Detroit, Washington, Buffalo, Kansas City, Philly ain't gonna take them. They're gonna. One of those.
Oh, the pick is in.
Between Detroit and Philly, those picks, somebody's gonna want to trade up there. Then you get them in a late first round contract with a 5th-year option.
Mike Tomlin looks very happy.
If they take Jackson Dart over Shador,
If they take Jackson Dart over Shador, oh
my God. But it's the thing they do now. They used even before the pick was in, they used to show the players on the phone.
I didn't see Shador on the phone when they showed.
But they never show any. They don't show anyone on the phone no more till after. They used to show it on the phone before.
Moment that we hear the second quarterback's name, will the drop continue? Here comes Robbie Riddell with the announcement.
Oh, D tackle. Wow.
The Pittsburgh Steelers select Derek Carmen, defensive tackle, Oregon.
No shot.
And they went defense?
Yep. Chargers take a receiver defense. Green Bay probably takes not a receiver because they don't draft receivers in the first round. Minnesota they running back.
Green Bay could take a corner because they're trying to get rid of Jair Alexander.
Yeah, Green Bay will take Will Howard. Minnesota.
All right, y'all gonna stay here? I'm gonna go get the other show going.
Do that. We'll stay here.
This is the Chargers. Chargers need a lot. Need receiver. They can go.
Wow.
Running back, receiver. No, Chargers got Harris now. So they go receiver, tight end, more offensive linemen. This is Harbaugh's offensive line. Or something. Their defense needs help too. Green Bay probably take a corner. Minnesota, some defense. Houston probably gonna need another offensive lineman. The Rams, he could follow the Rams.
Wow. So who's gonna try to trade up?
Giants
now that Shador has fallen past. Oh no. Hello, James.
So what is the unnecessary fall of Shador Sanders?
Shador's probably well, I think it has to do with him being kind of an asshole. It's the same thing with Rodgers. Rodgers fell not because of his talent or anything, it's because he was
Rodgers fell because of his college coach. Because he was a Jeff Tedford quarterback, and all his quarterbacks that were drafted sucked. So that's the reason Rodgers fell in the draft, because they didn't trust the Jeff Tedford guys.
Listen.
You don't take a chance on talent over personality?
Listen, if you're talking to us, we're taking talent. But some of these
all
guys.
The teams that needed a quarterback should have just drafted Shador Sanders. Pittsburgh's one of them.
Unless they all thought that they could get Sanders for cheaper and later, which they are now, like
28 through 32 is where people are going to call and trade up to get him on a cheaper first round contract and get a 5th-year option.
There's not like this could be the exact same situation as Lamar Jackson, where somebody trades him at 32.
Unless the Rams take him, which is a possibility.
And that's a great spot for him to be.
They want to get rid of Stafford. Stafford might retire. Good, he can sit behind Stafford for a year. They already have a receiver.
They got 2. They'll have Puka for 10 years. They'll have Monte for another 2.
Up from Seattle. Because Chargers aren't going to take a quarterback. Chargers is best player available, which Harbaugh is probably going to take offensive linemen.
Oh, yeah. They also need corners, though, so I don't know.
Yeah, they need corners. But I'm telling you, if they don't pick a defense here, Green Bay's taking Will Howard.
What'd you guys think of the Giants line pickup?
That's a great pick. They picked one of the two best players in the draft.
Yeah, it
was the safest pick they could have made.
On thin ice.
They picked up Thibodeau's fifth-year option.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, so they're probably going to try to run that for a little bit.
They could trade him, so
yeah, and they can still trade him if it doesn't work out. But I think they're going to try to run Carter as most of the time, or flop him, seeing situationally who's better where. And I don't think Thibodeau is going to be there past this year, but they got the best player on the board. Safe pick, a pick that won't get anybody fired. At this point, if you're the Giants, that's kind of all you're looking for. Ooh, Chargers go running back?
Well, they signed Najee.
Oh, right. Never mind. But they only signed him for a 1-year deal.
Oh, well, it's possible. I don't know who they're.
What if Harbaugh was like Shedeur Sanders?
Listen, that's not going to happen. They just paid Herbert, so unless they're fielding calls right now, because the Chargers is a toss up with who they can pick. Their defense, they need everybody on defense because their whole defense is gone. Bosa's gone. Mack's gone, right, or is he still there?
Huh?
Khalil Mack, is he gone?
Oh no, he's still there.
Because Bosa's gone. The defense is what they need. Because last year is the worst team Harbaugh's ever going to have. They could get another receivers on the board, but Harbaugh, he likes to be physical, so they're getting probably another lineman. Or they're fielding calls right now because the pick is not in. We got about to be approaching a minute.
Who's the best wide receiver? Oh, Matthew Golden. God, they're Jaden Higgins. This is not a good draft for wide receiver.
It's a weak receiver draft. Well, first round talent, that is. There's
yeah.
There could be some good receivers in the later rounds that become stars.
Yeah, but I wouldn't if I'm sitting here right now, if you have to pick a wide receiver.
Luther Burden is still there.
Yeah.
Matthew Golden. Because then it's a drop off. Like you get Restrepo in the third or fourth round. Tez Johnson is. And they don't value the running back position the same anymore. So you have
right. Well, it's just the value thing, right? So Saquon Barkley on the Giants, it's cool to have a great running back on a bad team that's not going to do anything. It's the cherry on top. The Eagles have everything ready. They go get Saquon, and they gave Saquon an opportunity to completely control the game.
The pick is in because there's linebackers. There's edge guys. They need a lot of help on the defensive side of the ball. You want to get another corner, or you want to get another safety, you want to get Malachi Starks.
What? Not Joey Porter. Asante Samuel Jr. is a free agent.
Deal's up already?
Yeah.
Well, last year was the second year.
No.
He was a second round pick.
Yeah, that was year 4.
Oh, that was year 4? I thought it was year 2.
Yeah.
I thought that was his second year in the league last year.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really wondering why Shedeur is getting dropped like this.
I don't know why he's dropping like that when he was.
And it's not like he's bad. It's not like this is like the Johnny Manziel.
He was the best quarterback.
Johnny Manziel really wasn't that good.
Is it because
of his dad?
I don't understand.
Like, if you need a quarterback, you go get him.
I don't think they're doing that to punish his dad. I don't know. Oh, they took a running back. Marion Hampton, Chargers.
Yep. Called it. They don't believe in Najee. But Harbaugh is going to try to run the fuck out of that football. So he's just going to run a three-headed back and just go there. Because what, they drafted homeboy from Michigan last year, right? Or was that the Rams?
No, the Rams drafted him. They have Gus Edwards. They have all the old Ravens running backs.
I get my L.A. blue and yellow teams mixed up.
The touchdown vulture, Gus Edwards.
Gus bust. Chargers shrug off trade calls. And take Omari and
They'll take it forever to make that pick. Now Green Bay just runs in here and drafts Will Howard.
Aaron Rodgers sitting there waiting.
Green Bay with another fucking first round pick on defense. Never a wide receiver.
I wonder if they might fuck around and take wide receiver.
They don't take wide receivers in the first round. Take it in the second round. They fuck around and draft a tight end.
All right, I'm gonna go take another shit. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Pre-workout's running through me.
Okay. This should be interesting. They really think Aaron Rodgers is coming to the Steelers, and that guy, they'll pick Shedeur Sanders. The Packers should be running to the fucking podium right now. Very interesting. What do the Packers do? They go? They stay on defense, or do they go to offense? Do they finally take a wide receiver number one overall in the first pick in the first round of a draft? Or do they take like a tight end? You get another running back. Maybe an O-line they address here. Offensive line. Defense. They always waste first round picks on defense. It's all a bunch of BS. Or do we count all the first round wide receivers that they passed over the years? It's a roll call. What is taking so long? Send the pick in. 4:18 left. All right. And the crowd is in a frenzy at Lambeau Field. Still waiting. Guys that are available want to get rid of Jair Alexander. Will Howard's the way to go. But they have to replace. They need offensive line protection. They might go safety again. go edge. There's still linebackers available. Well, this is a big defensive line draft. I mean, they can take Golden, Luther Burden. They want to take and mess around and take Arroyo. They take the Ohio State running back tandem of either Henderson or Judkins. Or they're fielding, or they're just fielding calls right now because there's no. They shouldn't be taking this long. The guy falls, so you make the call. Minnesota, their defense played well last year, but they had no names on their defense. So anytime they played somebody who knew a good quarterback, they got tore up. Do they finally break the curse and take a first round pick? Wide receiver.
I had a feeling I'd come back from taking a shit and the pick would still be good to go. My asshole hurts, so I'm going to stand up.
Unless they're taking fielding calls.
Standing up, my asshole hurts.
Because I don't know what's going on with the late past 15 numbers. It's taking
they're taking calls.
You got 10 minutes to make a fucking phone call. Let's go, buddy. Well, the pick is in. The crowd is going crazy.
Oh, Jaw's hurt.
Uh-oh. Again.
Oof. What happened to Jaw?
What happened to Jaw?
Where's Jaw?
Well, this draft really going to go to like 1 a.m. It's like 10 minutes.
Might. It might. The pick is in.
Gonna get the cheese. Get the cheese.
Oh, the Eagles were trying to trade up with the Packers.
Oh boy, some Georgia guy there available.
Ooh. Oh. I know who the pick is.
Team All-Pro, two-time Super Bowl champion, and Packers president and CEO, Mark Murphy.
Well, president gonna make the. Make the fucking pick.
Wisconsin, and everywhere, the dog fans are everywhere.
Oh, Jaws up.
Oh my God. Make the pick. Oh my God.
Oh my God. Shut the fuck up. Make the pick.
Make the pick.
Oh my God.
Oh, they're taking a wide receiver?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Place goes nuts.
The place is going nuts. Yeah, Murphy, it's you. First time since when? 2000. They finally did it.
Oh, and the Giants are on the phone.
Aaron Rodgers just chugged himself a bottle of bleach. How come they never did that when I was there? Everybody trading to get Shedeur. Houston.
These are all the teams that are going to trade that could trade out.
Yeah, Houston probably going to draft a lineman. Minnesota can get a lineman, another
corner.
Receiver. No, not a receiver, running back. Corner. They need names on there. Their defense had no names on it. But they just were coached. They're just coached good. But you can eventually you need to have some names on your defense. Fireworks for a receiver being drafted in the first round for the Green Bay Packers.
The best walk-up song of the night, International Players Anthem. Oh, pick is in. Damn, that was fast.
What do they do here? Probably a Will Howard. they
ran in the pick.
Yes. You get all your cheers out. They're about to boo the next pick.
Yep.
One trade so far.
Eagles are on the phone. The Giants are on the phone. See if more happen.
Because the Eagles are trying to get Malachi Starks. They got a freaking the Georgia guy on the board. You know, they love going to Georgia. They don't need to trade up to get him. They do need linemen, though.
Ooh, mate. Do you think he's trying to trade up for fucking Will Johnson? Howie Roseman?
Might. Slay's gone, right? Slay went. What team Slay on?
Slay's gone.
Yeah. Because they have the two other corners. They have the white boy and then what's his face? The Pig is in. Now the Rams. McVay might do it. McVay might pull the trigger. Because they were shopping Matt Stafford.
Well, the Giants got a deal somewhere. Shefty just dropped that the Giants are trading back in. The Rams are trading and the Giants are on the clock.
Oh, wow. Wait a minute. You mean Houston's trading?
Oh, well then.
Houston's up next.
Well, Houston's on the clock right now.
Yeah.
Houston probably already got their pick in because it's bullshit.
Jackson.
Yep. The Giants are going to take Dart, aren't they?
Well, if you trade up for Jackson Dart, dude, let's do Hard Knocks for the Giants thing again. I want to see if the kid told him to draft Shedeur, and he just, I'm not going to draft. Houston traded to New York.
Oh, Houston did. They told me the wrong. Judge Shefty did the wrong thing. Oh, I really wonder what they're going to do.
Giants really going to have carry 4 quarterbacks in their roster?
Well, DeVito get cut.
Yeah, they got Winston and Russell.
Oh man,
Yeah, they really picked
they really are picking Dart.
Every Giants fan is going to kill himself. Dart. The Rams could really end up with Shedeur. Oh, wow. Of course. Commercial break. The pick is in.
Oh, my.
They're really going to take Jackson Dart, aren't they? They're really taking Jackson Dart.
Waiting for... Yep, it's Dart.
They're really going to take Jackson
Dart.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, it's Dart.
Now I want to know what Giants winner is going to be like. The Giants don't draft black quarterbacks. Why is Shedeur falling out of the first round? What did he do this year besides take?
Oh, I can't believe this.
Jackson Dart does not belong in the first round.
He's gonna get this team fucking fired, or these guys fired.
Well, they should be fired regardless. They should be fired after this draft. The Giants don't draft black quarterbacks. They've never done it in their history. Where's the Giants fans? Where's Mike? You guys traded back in the first round and drafted Jackson Dart.
I'm in the group chat talking shit right now.
There's no.
Oh my!
I don't understand why Shedeur Sanders is. What is the problem? You don't fuck around. What did he do that was wrong? He did nothing wrong.
Maybe they thought he was just too arrogant. Maybe he's an asshole. Maybe they want to punish his dad.
He's an asshole for what? I don't even know what asshole thing he's done.
No, he's a little arrogant.
Who cares? So Cam Ward arrogant. They're fucking don't make no sense. I don't understand. I watched him play. What is the here's the best quarterback in his draft class.
Oh no. Oh, the Falcons.
The Falcons trade up and take another quarterback in the first round.
Falcons, I think, just trade with the Rams.
The Falcons trade up. No way the Falcons take another quarterback here.
Yep. Falcons trade with the Rams.
There's no way. The Falcons take another quarterback.
Available. Will Johnson?
Will Howard.
Will Johnson, James Pierce.
Yeah, Will Johnson.
Malachi Starks.
Yeah, Will Johnson.
I can't believe these motherfuckers really took Jackson Dart.
The New York Giants select Jackson Dart.
Oh. You guys are stupid. Good. I'm glad they drafted him. At least we still know who's finishing last in the division.
He's from Utah? He's Zach Wilson.
Well, the Rams pick is in.
Let's trade it.
Trade alert. Okay. So this is trade territory.
Yep. Oh my God! Here he comes.
The Giants' racist ass organization strikes again. Strikes again.
They don't draft black quarterbacks. Never have done it in history.
Mike, I don't think I've been wrong about anything that I posted in the chat over the last 3 days. Right?
Just
I told you this was going to happen. No one wanted to believe me.
Can we do Hard Knocks GM for the Giants again?
Again?
He's got to get fired.
I want to see the kid tell Joe Shane, get Shedeur Sanders, that he don't listen to him
posted
again.
Jackson Dart highlights on Instagram last night.
Didn't he post him? His son posted him on his Instagram?
Son posted Jackson Dart highlights on his reels last night. After all day, I was sitting there like, hey. Listen, Mike, my sources are spot on. They're spot on.
Racist Giants, racist college. Yeah.
Match made in heaven. Match made in heaven.
They love their Ole Miss quarterbacks. I can't believe this.
I can't believe.
So Cleveland has to trade back in. Cleveland and Pittsburgh have to trade back in.
Walmart Zach Wilson goes to the Giants. Congrats. Mike, he's from Utah.
Racist organization to a racist college. Ole Miss Rebels.
Hotty toddy.
The pick is in Will Johnson.
Giants love taking Ole Miss quarterbacks, huh? I'm at a loss for words, Giant fans. I feel like all of the white Giants fans are going to be like, hell yeah, he plays the game the right way.
You deserve it. You deserve everything that's about to happen to you.
Let me go to Facebook and see what the white Giant fans are saying.
Falcons pick is in. Let's see. Will Johnson.
Oh.
Okay, yeah. Atlanta loading up on edge rushers. Edge rushers. That was dead last in quarterback pressure last year. Dead last in sacks. What do they do in the draft? They freaking address the situation.
Oh my.
Baltimore's on the clock. Do they take a wide receiver?
Do we have any Giant fans who are talking about on Facebook?
Yeah.
Wild.
You needed to address the defense. The defense. The Falcons' defense wasn't bad except for that one part. They just couldn't get any pressure. No matter how good your freaking defense is, You can't cover a wide receiver for fucking 20 seconds.
What's the price tag to come up right now? That's what I want.
The price tag is next year's first, a bunch of picks, and a bunch of second rounds and third rounds, seconds and fourths. But next year,
I would like to know how I can force a trade for the Jets to come back at 32.
Next year's first, you can any of these teams from between Detroit, Detroit and Philly get calls, can get up there. You can go Baltimore right now too. So from now to Philly, you can take a call to get up to the first round. But you're gonna have to give up next year's draft pick because this is the first year in like a long, I think since like the 60s that everybody had their first round pick in the first round.
I can't believe Will Johnson's still here.
I'm shocked Will Johnson's still here. So Detroit, Washington, could take Will Johnson. This is
Get me back in this fucking draft.
now's the time to make some calls.
Jacksonville Jaguars select Travis Hunter.
Howie Roseman getting the phone hung up on him all the time because he's always trying to win the deal. He's like, nobody wants to trade with him no more. Like, nope. Oh, wow. Deion Sanders' post from last year just got hit with the community note.
Yeah. I saw that. Oh no. Oh no. I can't believe
Ravens pick is in.
This could be Will Johnson, right?
So it's yeah, it could be Will. Shooter Sanders, I'm built for whatever today may bring. Somebody's like, what about tomorrow? DJ Uyunglele, no, he fouled for even ordering a suit for draft week.
Oh man, are we approaching the territory where Shiloh gets drafted before Shador?
Skip Bayless. Shador Sanders is so much better than Jackson Dart. This is just laughably sad.
Ooh, Ravens with a great pick.
Oh, yeah.
Malachi Starks and Kyle Hamilton is a good fucking tandem.
Joe Klatt going off. It's like the narrative is everything that's wrong with the.
Oh my God. I can't believe I'm going to be stuck on fucking Dart. Oh.
I want to see the Giants fans. What's going on? Oh.
Oh, man. All right, Detroit, you taking calls?
Oh, yeah. I think Washington might hang up because they need some corners. Will Johnson.
Yeah. Well, they just signed DJ Reed.
Okay. Still need another corner.
Yeah. Need another one. I thought they kept one of the other guys they had who had an all right year.
Lions pick is in. They didn't waste no time.
Damn, none. Will Johnson.
Washington, Buffalo, Kansas City, Philadelphia.
Washington is more than likely to take one of these Ohio State running backs.
How many running backs in Washington has? They already have a bunch.
Well, they want a more dynamic running back. They have Eckler, who's old. They have Brian Robinson, who's a power back. They don't really like him as a.
Yeah, they have another one, like Mick Nichols or some shit.
Yeah, okay. They're gonna go with Judkins or whatever the fuck his name is.
One of the Ohio State guys.
Travion Henderson. You know who I also would love for the Jets to get like later if he was there, even though I don't think he's good at his position, or like an NFL player, is Cam Scatterboo. Like I really like Scatterboo. Yeah, I don't know what he gonna play, but I know he can play on my team. He's one of those. He plays the game the right way, guys.
Unless the Rams trade back in here.
Fuck.
This Ravens defense was a force on this stretch last season. What will he bring to that second?
The Lions could take Will Johnson. The pick is in.
Who's the best available? Will Johnson. Not a whole ton I would take here. Ooh.
He's like, Cam Ward, no flashy jewelry, no flashy suit, no flashy girlfriend hogging the attention. Just a regular suit, thin chain, alma mater pin, and his parents by his side. Yeah, he's playing 20 years of pro bowl football.
All right, can we announce the pick? This draft, we're literally going to be here till fucking midnight.
Gonna say, listen, I hope Aaron Glenn does great. If Jesus Christ of Nazareth was available right now, number 7, I don't think it fucking matters at all. The Jets are never going to win a Super Bowl, unfortunately. Boston Connor knows it. He's kind of just destined to suck forever. They just had a high school quarterback come.
Oh, edge rush. Oh, Tyreek Williams, DT, tackle.
No, that's Easter, by the way.
I was wondering if they were doing it.
I'm still shook with this giant pick.
I'm not happy.
I can't believe this shit.
I can't believe it. Will Johnson is really going to fall down.
He's got injury problems. All right, Tommy's going to take running back.
And Travis Hunter on AEW Dynamite next week.
Huh. The Giants have more quarterbacks on their roster than wins last season.
Man, you better pray to God. You better pray to Aya. You better pray to whoever the fuck you pray to that Aaron Rodgers shows up into town. Okay, ayahuasca, the god of, you know what? Of course. What you know? How the hell the kids are saying it these days? Because listen, Tone, you can wax poetic.
Oh, Steven, let me run by you this theory I have. So it's not really a theory. It's about what I would do if I were the Jets and this guy was available. Let's say we're in the 6th round.
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Milroe is still available.
Oh my God.
Draft Jalen Milroe to play special teams. Because he's an athletic freak, right? He's a terrible quarterback. But what about him as a returner?
Yeah, you let him return kicks, let him be a running back.
As a fucking special teams return man or a gunner? Matthew Slater. It is. Jalen Milroe becomes Matthew Slater. Would you sign up for that?
Yeah, you can be Matthew Slater or Steve Slayton.
Yeah, there we go. Matthew Slater. Jalen Milroe goes from fucking Alabama quarterback to special teams ace.
Tackle, your thoughts. Love it. Trust your history.
Great idea. Hire me, NFL.
With defense of Pittsburgh. Always will. Mason Root always will. Defense always has. As you go 3 and 5, son. Who's that big? Big cat.
Funny that the Browns took a Michigan defensive tackle and the Lions took the Ohio State defensive tackle.
Commander's pick is in. So there's only like
running back.
3 picks for somebody to trade up against Shedeur.
The Steelers quarterback room is currently Mason Rudolph and Skylar Thompson. Nonsense. The Eagles tried trading up with the Packers to get Jihad and it fell through. Let's see if he falls to the Eagles. Will Johnson here would make sense. Running back would make sense. But Will Johnson will literally make sense every pick going forward. All right, let's see. Oh.
Gotta
protect the investment.
Sort of process. So for our
protect the investment. All right, Buffalo. Does Buffalo also go corner? Will Johnson?
They just traded a corner to Dallas, so
well, they signed not Trey Hendrickson, what's his face? The corner. Tre'Davious White. Traded y'all Kai Elam. They could use another corner, but having 2 injury-prone corners. So who knows?
Don't tell me that. Yeah,
I wonder where Dylan Gabriel goes. Those other quarterbacks, like Will Howard. You can call him Will Johnson, Will Howard all fucking night.
Yeah, I know.
Let's see. Where are the Saints? I feel like the Saints are also around somewhere.
The Saints.
The Bills still on the clock. Josh Simmons is on the board for the Chiefs if the Bills don't take him.
Buffalo's making a pick here, so someone Shador is really,
or they're answering the phones.
No, the pick is in.
Oh, pick's in. Oh, then you're a couple seconds ahead of me. Yep, pick is in.
Kansas City and Philly left, and
Philly's gonna make the pick.
Who's gonna trade up? The Browns don't have to move.
They don't, but somebody could hit them or hit the Titans. That's why I'm like, call the Titans. Like if you're the Saints,
Browns, Texans. Yep, Browns have the 33rd pick.
Oh yeah.
So if the Eagles, these two draft, the Browns have the first.
If the Browns could get fucking Mason Graham and Shador Sanders, what a fucking draft.
Yeah. Unless they call Philly to flop with Philly so they can get a 5th round option.
It's Kansas City or Philly, but who knows?
Yes, first pick tomorrow is Browns, Texans, Titans. Browns.
The Jets got the 10th.
Unless the Rams sneak up back in there, Saints.
I would love for the Jets to be like, "Hey, what's up?"
or
But
the
after
Raiders.
we have to take Arroyo.
Well, the Browns have 2 picks in the top 5 in the next round.
Yeah, Shador Brown. Cleveland. Giants coach Brian Daboll has announced at his press conference that Russ will be the starter. The Eagles moved up.
1 spot?
Yep. Oh, I can't do that. I can't say that. Never mind. I'm not going to.
Oh, they took a corner, but it wasn't Will Johnson.
It's the injury problems, man.
Maxwell Hairston.
Is it wrong if I say this kid looks like Daniel Jones?
Yeah. What? Why Jalen Milroe dressed? Why he took that invitation? If Shador's not getting picked in the first round,
You said Jalen Milroe's there?
Yeah, he's there. You didn't know that? That was the big thing last week. He accepted the invitation to go there. He's in the room. If Shador's not getting picked in the first round, what makes you think you are?
Well, it's green room, so
he's in the green room.
What's the latest? Well, okay, never mind. Not the latest, because the latest could be he just doesn't get drafted.
It's been changed.
What's the earliest that Milroe gets drafted? 4, 5,
maybe fourth round, 4th or 5th round. I feel they traded up one spot to.
They want to get their guy. Now, does a team try to trade with the Chiefs?
I mean, if I'm Cleveland, I go ahead and trade with the Chiefs.
Just move up one more.
Yeah, you want that 5th-year option.
Trade one of those second rounders that you got.
They have 2. They can trade both of them.
Swap 32 and 33. Here's a 4th round pick.
Yeah, because they have 30. They have 33 and I believe 30, 36 and 37. So they have 2 picks in the.
Yeah, they have 33, 36. Yeah, 33 and 36. And the pick is in. So would that be Will Johnson or Jihad Campbell?
The Georgia guys are off the board.
Well, Alabama still got a guy.
Yeah, but they've been drafted.
They just nothing but dogs, but it's either a Wolverine or an elephant. Crimson Tide. Oh.
Okay. And the final 2 picks.
This is
it. The Eagles pick is in, so we only have 1 left.
Can we just announce the pick? Bro.
No, we got to have one more freaking commercial break.
Come on. God damn.
Reporter. You went 7 years between first round picks, and now you have 2. McVay, for now.
That's live. That's live. Wide receiver, defensive back. His dad in attendance. His dad was able to get permission, Ocho, to come see this.
I forgot the fucking Commanders added Tunsil.
Yeah.
They got bookend tackles.
In Houston, you get offensive linemen.
Yep.
Because they traded Tunsil to Washington. Not to mention, Shroud was the second most sacked quarterback last year.
I know. Oh, the Thunder are on a run. 10-point game after being down by like almost 30. Oh my God. Yeah, the Eagles. The Eagles went and took Jihad Campbell. What a linebacker room they got.
Football leaves someone's eyes.
It feels great, you know,
Fans need to know behind the scenes.
Oh, this is stressful.
It feels great, you know, football is a child's game. So like people wake up, they're like, man, I can't wait to play this football game today. They listen to their hype music, they take all the pre-workout, they get so excited to play football until they come across Tyler Booker. And then when I'm going after you, quarter after quarter, play after play, series after series, and I start to see that love leave their eyes, like that's what makes me love the game. Like I just really love
The Philadelphia Eagles select Jahad Campbell.
Oh. Philly really thought he was going to not make it one pick.
One pick where the Chiefs were probably going to take an offensive lineman.
So here we go. So how much time does Kansas City have left? Does the pick in? They got 7 minutes. Pick is in. Shador will be getting drafted tomorrow.
Crazy.
The pick is in. I'm at a loss for words. How can that happen? How can that happen?
Oh my. Chiefs probably went and got an offensive tackle.
Oh yeah. I need a tackle.
I can't believe this.
I'm shocked.
What will tomorrow bring?
If Cleveland doesn't pick Shador Sanders when the clock starts.
Let me see the draft order for tomorrow.
It's
Somebody's gonna if he falls, somebody's gonna trade up. If he doesn't get
Houston, I believe is
no. Literally, Cleveland will have two different opportunities to draft
Tennessee,
him.
Cleveland, Houston, Tennessee, Cleveland, Raiders.
If the Saints don't step in, or if the Raiders don't trade up,
yeah, Cleveland, Houston,
Cleveland
Tennessee,
could take
Cleveland,
twice.
Vegas, New England, Bears, Saints, Bears, Jets.
Imagine, here we go. Now we start getting some conspiracy shit. What if the Titans take Shedeur in a RG3 Kirk Cousins type of deal?
Oh, that would have to be in like the 4th round.
But what if they take 2 quarterbacks? Just to kind of shoo Will Levis out of there.
I think we still get a couple Will Levis memes before you see Cam Ward. If you do the smart thing, let Will Levis take the punishment. Then you put Cam Ward in there. Because the minute you start Cam Ward, because of the division they're in, everybody's fighting for second place in that division. And you're one of the worst teams in the division because you have the worst record in the NFL. There's no point in throwing him to the fire. Let the fire already be burnt before you let him be the fire department. Don't let him be in the house with the fire. Well, they start off 1-5, then you put Cam Ward in. They'll give us 6 more weeks of Levis memes. Then you put Cam Ward in.
What a day. Here we are 4 hours later almost. And Shedeur Sanders is still not on a team.
Yeah, then he's only got a 5th-year option, so he's, if anything, he gets his money faster. That's the only thing you can take from this. Drew Brees was the first pick of the second in the second round. Hall of Fame quarterback.
I feel like the Browns aren't going to take him. Like, a part of me thinks they really are going to try to trade for Kirk Cousins and not take Shedeur.
You cannot have 2 horrible quarterback contracts on your fucking. Well, Kirk Cousins doesn't have any bucket. Who's he throwing the ball to?
Jerry Jeudy. Like, they very much so go wide receiver with that first pick. Why are you putting thumbs down? Your team lost the Super Bowl because Mahomes was dead. You fucking idiots.
Tackles were the issue.
You had a guard playing left tackle who was getting smoked.
Yeah, because his arms were small. That's why he was a guard.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for spending the last 3.5 hours with the boys. We appreciate you. I can't believe Shedeur Sanders is not an NFL player right now. Maybe the Jets will do something. Mike is back.
I can hear y'all. I can hear y'all all the time. It's crazy running 2 shows at once. Don't speak that. Don't put that on me. Leave that nonsense over there. Leave it over there. All right.
Imagine, Mike.
No, I don't want that.
Imagine a world where the Titans say, fuck it, we're going to take both of them. You guys fight amongst each other. That would be a wild thing. A wild thing. But here we are. Shedeur can get drafted like 4 different times tomorrow. He get drafted by the Browns twice. Because they have one pick every 4. They like it's the
they have the 2 of the top 4 picks in the next round. They have 1 and 4 in the next round.
And then you have the Raiders.
And then the Raiders are sitting right there too.
The Raiders might still get their man.
And the
Mike,
Saints too.
If Shedeur Sanders ends up a Raider, I want my speaky.
In the second round.
I want my speaky.
Are you going to call Tom Brady the GOAT? Because
Never.
Wow,
Never.
Getting Shedeur in the second round, GOAT thing.
Listen, that was one of my NFL predictions.
That Shedeur would be a Raider.
I would love my credit when that happens. Because, boy, y'all not going to be able to say shit to me if it happens.
What I do now.
Doesn't matter.
What do you mean it doesn't matter? It happens.
I'll give you some credit.
I'll deserve it. And guess who will be to the moon happy?
Anthony.
Yep. Granted, I think Geno's a great quarterback for Shedeur to sit behind because they're pretty similar. They're pretty similar. But we're signing off.
Everybody have a great night. Hop on over to the other YouTube page, Post Game Live.
I'm going to bed.
We'll be on for 5 more minutes. Post Game Live.
Love y'all. I've been on for almost 4 hours.
You.
See you later.